The head and the Big Ten logo is the tail. Ohio State is a visiting team. It's your call. What would you like to call? Tails is the call, gentlemen. It is a tail. You've won the toss.
Ohio State won the toss. They elected to defer. Wisconsin will start off ball in the first half. Ohio State will kick off towards the north goal.
Their choice to the second half.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Each Buckeye defensive third down this half brought to you by Corson Fire and Security, protecting life and property since 1946. From knowledgeable salespeople to highly trained technicians, Corson provides the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Ohio. Learn more at Corson.com. Today's game time temperature 74 degrees, brought to you by Atlas Butler. Atlas Butler, proud to serve Central Ohio for over 100 years. Their technicians are scheduled day and night, 7 days a week, including holidays. And since Atlas Butler is always open, you never pay any after-hour service fees for all of your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Call 1-800-FURNACE. And by most of us that are here together, one of the nicest days we've ever recalled in quite a while here at Camp Randall Stadium.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful weekend so far. Hopefully the Buckeyes can finish this weekend off with a win.
Heading into their second bye weekend of the season next week, and then it'll be 2 weeks from today. Ohio State will host Penn State. For Wisconsin, Vinny Anthony and Cade Iacomelli will be the two deep returners. Kicking off for Ohio State will be Jaden Fielding, senior out of League City, Texas, who has 26 touchbacks on the year. Buckeyes wearing their traveling attire, white jerseys, gray trousers, silver helmets, and scarlet numerals. Wisconsin wearing all red with white numerals, white helmets, and their flying red W on the side of the helmets. They wore their retro block W's last week in their loss to Iowa, so do away with those. Ohio State will be kicking from right to left here at Camp Randall Stadium, where the students, whether it's late wake-up call or prolonged tailgating, are still filing in.
Jaden Fielding's had, 37 kickoffs so far this year. 26 have been touchbacks.
Yes, they have been. Well, the officials seem to be ready to allow things to commence here at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin. It is one of the feistier environments that you will ever see. Under 80,000, about 76,000 is the capacity. Fielding puts his right foot to the ball to get the game started. Pops this in the air, and Iacomelli will wave for a fair catch. Wisconsin led by Hunter Simmons, senior quarterback from Marion, Illinois. He is a transfer from Southern Illinois, where he started only 3 games, played in 11. This will be his third consecutive start for the Badgers. 55% completions, 329 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. 2 of those came last week. But he is playing because of an injury to Billy Edwards and Danny O'Neill's ineffectiveness. 1st and 10, Wisconsin. They'll have the ball to their own 25-yard line. Dylan Jones will go wide to the left, along with 2 receivers, Chris Brooks and Vinny Anthony. 2 tight ends will be on the right side of the line. 1st and 10, Wisconsin, working at their own 25-yard line. Snap to Simmons out of the shotgun. He hands it on a reverse, and moving is Jones up to where he's cut down at about the 27-yard line. Caden McDonald, defensive lineman, with a stop for Ohio State.
Caden McDonald's been fabulous all year. Had 26 tackles coming into this game, 3 sacks, 6 TFLs. He picks up a tackle there to give him 27. Starting alongside Taiwan Malone, M&M inside.
Dylan Jones last week, 16 carries, 69 yards, averages a little more than 4 per carry. 2nd and 8, Wisconsin at their own 27. Jones gets a handoff going past right guard, and he's going to be grabbed and thrown down at the 29-yard line as Ohio State was ready for Dylan Jones right away, and it's linebacker Arvell Reese with a stop, bringing up 3rd down, a Corson 3rd down for Wisconsin.
Good job there by Arvell Reese diagnosing that. Really came in unblocked just to make a tackle after a short, maybe yard or 2-yard gain.
Eugene Hilton comes in as an extra receiver, the son of T.Y. Hilton, who played in the NFL for a bit. 3rd and 6, Badgers at their own 29-yard line. Hilton will go wide to the left along with Anthony and Cade Iacomelli. Tight end Mason off the line to the right. And the quarterback, Hunter Simmons, is in a shotgun, straight behind center. Gets the snap. Looking left, throws left angle, and it is caught at the 35-yard line, and it is Hilton who makes the grab, taken down by Jermaine Matthews right near the 1st down mark.
Yeah, I think they'll give him a gain of 5. He needed 6, so Wisconsin's going to send their punt team out after taking a look at it.
And of course, yep, yeah. You can hear it. Crowd not happy. Atticus Bertrams, a junior from, where do you think he's from, Jim?
Well, Australia.
Yeah, okay, just checking. He'll be punting away to Brandon Ennis of Ohio State. Bertram's averaging 42.5 per punt. Nick Levy is the long snapper. It is 4th and 1 Badgers, and Levy will snap it from their 34-yard line. Levy drops his head, snaps it. Bertram's gets it, punts it from his own 25-yard line. Brandon Ennis coming up and looking at a bad punt, but then it takes a Wisconsin roll going inside the 15 to the 10 and rolls out of bounds at the 10. So the Badgers get some fortunate bounces, each first down that Ohio State picks up today. Brought to you by Kroger. A reminder that Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today, the Kroger app, or at Kroger.com. Julian Sand, redshirt freshman quarterback, completing 78% of his passes. That is number 1 in the nation. He's number 2 in passing efficiency. He's thrown for 15 TDs, only 3 interceptions.
End up being a 55-yard punt with that great roll.
Wow. So Bertram's, that is his season-long punt of 55. 1st and 10, Ohio State will have the ball at their own 11. Bo Jackson, starting tailback, will be to the right of quarterback Julian Sand, who's in a shotgun with a 3-receiver package. Sand fakes the handoff, tosses quickly on the right side, Jeremiah Smith, and he is taken down at the 16-yard line. Smith was grabbed and dropped in a hurry by corner Ricardo Holman.
They give him a gain of 5 on that quick hitter there. He faked the handoff, as you said, to Bo Jackson and turned to his right, delivered a nice strike, and the Buckeyes are going to play fast, go tempo here.
2nd and 4 from their own 17-yard line. Julian Sand again in the shotgun. Gets the quick snap. Sand drops back at his own 7, looking to throw. Shoots that up the left side and has caught Carnell Tate at his own 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Carnell Tate, that grab will give the Buckeyes a first down. Mason Reiger, linebacker, ends up making that play.
Buckeyes substitute a few guys here. Let's see if, it looks like Wisconsin's going to substitute a few guys in, and Ohio State's going to get up a little mini huddle and get up to the line of scrimmage for their next play.
That was safety Matt Young who made that stop. It's a first down pickup presented by Kroger. 1st and 10, Ohio State at their own 32. No score as the Buckeyes work on their first possession of the game. Julian Sand gets the snap. Looking, and he'll feed that up to Jeremiah Smith, left side, where he is thrown out of bounds at the 37. He shoved the defender who was covering him right away, Emilio Agard, cornerback, but Smith with another grab.
Yeah, gave him a quick stiff arm there right to the ground with his right hand after he caught that pass.
2nd and 5. Buckeyes at their own 37 and getting right on the ball. As Smith and Tate will both go wide to the right. Out of the pistol, Sand with a snap. Sand rolling to his left, looking to throw. Short toss complete. Tight end moving to the 40. Loose to his own 47-yard line, and that is where the tackle is made of Max Clare. Brought down by Wisconsin lineman Parker Peterson, and it's another first down for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and Clare was able to make a guard number 6 avoid that tackle and was able to turn upfield and get some positive yards for that first down.
So a scoreless first quarter. Buckeyes on the march to their own 47-yard line. 11:21 and counting here in the first frame. Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. Carnell Tate wide left. And Julian Sand straight behind his center, Carson Hinsman. Gets the snap out of the gun. Fakes a handoff. Tosses out to Clare. Right side. He'll rumble up to the 50 and be taken down to the Wisconsin 48-yard line. Ricardo Holman, cornerback, with a stop of tight end Max Clare.
Well, I'll tell you what, Julian Sand's flinging it right now. Haven't ran the ball yet. Throwing the football all the way down the field right now. Gain of 5 in that last play.
Had 166 yards through the air and a couple of touchdowns last week at Illinois. So it's 2nd and 5, Ohio State at the Wisconsin 48-yard line. Buckeyes get on the ball with Sand again in the shotgun and Jackson again at tailback off his left hip. Sand gets the snap. He's going to go on top once more. Has time. Short toss caught. Bo Jackson, middle of the field. He'll race to the 32 of Wisconsin, where he is finally tackled at the Badger 32-yard line by linebacker Christian Allegro. That is another first down for Ohio State through the air.
3rd first down on this drive, taking it right down the field. That time Julian Sand did an outstanding job stepping up in the pocket. Felt a little pressure coming from his right. Was able to step up and throw the pass to Bo Jackson, who kind of checked inside and then got in the middle of the field, and Julian Sand found him for the reception.
He had a couple of catches last week, one for a touchdown. First down, Buckeyes at the Badger 32 in a scoreless first quarter. Out of the pistol, Julian Sand will feed it to Bo Jackson, and Jackson in trouble, hit and dropped. Right around the Wisconsin 34-yard line as the Badgers were ready for that play, and the stop gets made by linebacker Tackett Curtis.
That'll be a TFL, tackle for loss. Lost 2 yards running behind the right side of the line. They moved the ball right down the field, throwing the football. They tried to get the run mixed in, and not good results on that first one.
No, not at all. 2nd and 12. Buckeyes at the Badger 34. 9.5 to play. Scoreless first quarter here at Camp Randall Stadium. Out of the huddle, Jeremiah Smith goes wide to the right. Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis wide left. Max Clare tight end left side of the line. He'll now motion to the right. Julian Sand is in a shotgun with Bo Jackson in the backfield next to him. Snap to Sand. Blitz coming by Wisconsin. Sand, short toss deflected, and it'll go incomplete. No, intercepted, but a play blown dead with a penalty flag coming out.
I think they're going to get Ohio State on that. Maybe a false start. Let's see whose number he calls.
And a fortunate
Prior
penalty.
to the ball being snapped. False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
Because that ball was intercepted by Wisconsin as it was deflected at the line of scrimmage. If you want to consider a penalty, fortunate.
He might have heard the whistle and decided to chuck it anyway.
Well, that's true too, Jim. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Ohio State backed up now to the Wisconsin 38. Badgers were forced to punt. Buckeyes' first drive has them in Wisconsin territory. Smith wide right, Tate Ninnis wide left. Jackson will now go slot right, leaving quarterback Julian Sand alone in the backfield. And he's going to screen to the left side where it's caught by Brandon Innes, races to the Wisconsin 35, pushes the pile to the Wisconsin 32-yard line where he is finally stopped at the Wisconsin 32. They kindly get the pile separated, and the stop was made by Wisconsin linebacker Sebastian Cheeks.
Well, right now we got, 5 different guys caught a pass on this drive. Claire, Jeremiah Smith, Bo Jackson, Carnell Tate, and now Brandon Innes.
3rd and 11 Buckeyes, the Wisconsin 33, and we've got Jeremiah Smith falling down as if he is cramping. And so he'll have Sean Barnhouse and the other medical people come out to attend to him with 8:32 to play first quarter here at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. No score, Ohio State and Wisconsin. Buckeye football brought to you in part by Encova Insurance for auto and home, and circling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. And a timeout with 8:32 to play first quarter. No score, Ohio State and Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
When you're here, you understand what it means to be a Buckeye. And at Elk & Elk, we're proud to wear scarlet and gray every Saturday. Every client, every day, means if you're ever injured, we're proud to stand with you in court. And when you're here at the shoe, we're proud to stand with you and cheer on the Buckeyes.
Whether we're here at the big game or in court, we are committed to you.
Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Buckeye football lives here. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Score perks on game day essentials all season long at Giant Eagle. A reminder that Giant Eagle is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 8:32 to play, scoreless first quarter. Ohio State and Wisconsin here in Madison. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
Ohio State wide receiver Brandon Innes was down before the injury timeout. Innes was able to be helped up with assistance from the Ohio State medical staff, who then took him into the red medical tent. We'll keep you updated on Innes' condition as this game goes on.
And thanks for catching that, Tyler. At first I thought it was Jeremiah Smith, but it is Brandon Innes. And Ohio State looking now at 3rd and 11 from the Wisconsin 33.
Yeah, they had a negative play on the first run of the game from Bo Jackson, and then they had the false start by Tegra Shabola that got him backed up. Picked up about 5 on that last play to set up this 3rd and 11.
C.J. Donaldson will be in at tailback, senior and a transfer from West Virginia. 3rd and 11. Ohio State and Wisconsin's 33. Donaldson will be off the left hip of quarterback Julian Sand. Carnell Tate wide left. Going wide to the right is Jeremiah Smith. And also Quincy Porter, I believe, is the 3rd receiver. He's to the left. Tate slot right. And tight end Max Clare into the line right. 3rd and 11, Ohio State and Wisconsin's 33. Driving from right to left. Julian Sand in the shotgun. Awaiting the snap from Carson Hinsman. Wisconsin shows blitz. Snap to Sayin. Pressure coming. He steps back to throw. Slides to his left. Cranks and fires deep down the middle of the field for Tate. In the air. Grabs it. Comes down with a ball. And it's going to be a touchdown. Carnell Tate, 33 yards. Grabs that heave from Julian Sayin. And he caught it between a couple of defenders. And the Buckeyes get on the board first, leading 6-0 here at Wisconsin.
Wisconsin brought 4 there. Ohio State picked it up. They had some leakage. Julian Sayin had to roll out to his left. And then he just chucked it down the field to Carnell Tate on a go route, post route, right towards the goal post. And he put it right on the money, and Carnell went up for it, was able to bring it in. He had some heavy coverage there, but just an outstanding play. Lost his helmet at the end, but the Buckeyes get the first touchdown of the ballgame.
His 5th TD catch of the year, and it keeps his consecutive games with a catch streak going at 35 in a row. PAT unit on. John Furman on to snap. Joe McGuire to put it down. And Jaden Fielding to kick for point number 7 for Ohio State. And the kick by Fielding is in the air, and it goes through the uprights with that touchdown. That's another donation from the Heartland Bank Community Foundation to the USO in Central and Southern Ohio, benefiting our active duty military personnel and their families. For more information or to support our troops, go to usocso.org and be the force behind the forces. Timeout with 8:25 to play first quarter. It's 7-0 Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at Safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health, like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There's no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye fans, Andrew is an official sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, who knows a thing or two about American defense. Julian Sayin, 33-yard touchdown pass to Carnell Tate, plus the point after. And Ohio State has a 7-0 lead at Wisconsin with 8:25 to play in the first quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 9 plays, 89 yards, 434, 8 passes, and 1 run. Down on the sideline to Tyler Danberg.
When Carnell Tate came back over to the sideline, he was greeted by plenty of his teammates in a warm embrace from his quarterback, Julian Sayin. Those two got to reunite after that touchdown. Then Tate threw on the headset that usually the quarterbacks wear. Haven't seen that yet this year, but you'd have to think an ecstatic booth anchored by offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach Brian Hartline were standing right by to give him some congratulatory messages.
Well, and Tate was sandwiched by a couple of defenders and a contested catch, but he came down with it in the end zone.
We had one negative rush on that play for -1 yards, and then we had the penalty, so it ended up being a 95 yards passing for Julian Sayin, who's perfect in the ball game.
That is now 6 career touchdown catches. No, excuse me, that's not right. That is a total of 10 career touchdown catches for the junior from Chicago, Carnell Tate.
And Carnell Tate with 2 catches gives him 100 for his career.
Kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification in the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Wisconsin will have their second possession of the game. First and 10 at their own 25. Hunter Simmons senior from Marion, Illinois. He was 8 for 21 last week, 82 yards passing, 2 interceptions. And he has the Wisconsin offense set up. Dylan Jones, tailback, is off his right hip as Simmons works out of a shotgun. Simmons has receivers wide to the right and left, and he's looking to throw. Straight back, eyeballing the left, sails it up the left side of the field, and it is caught at the 40-yard line of Wisconsin. Safety Caleb Downs makes the stop of the receiver who went up to grab that football to give the Badgers a first down, and that receiver who made the catch for Wisconsin was Jackson McGowan, tight end.
From Ohio.
He went him on the 2 deep to start the day. 1st and 10. Badgers at their own 40 on that pass to McGowan. With under 8 to play, first quarter.
From Miamisburg.
Now an I formation. Handoff will go to Dylan Jones, trying to go over right guard, and safety Caleb Downs will drop him around to the Wisconsin 43. This Badger team has had 4 consecutive games where they have rushed below 100 yards.
Yeah, and that's, if you know Wisconsin football, that's substandard for what they want to do.
It sure is. So Wisconsin looking at 2nd and 6 with the ball at their own 44-yard line. They've got an injury to Dylan Dupree, who is not expected to play today, so that puts Dylan Jones in the prime spot, and he'll go out of the backfield and break wide to the right, leaving Hunter Simmons alone in the backfield. And Simmons back to pass. He goes up the middle where it is incomplete and intercepted. Ball popped in the air, and the Buckeyes get an interception. Return to the Wisconsin 43-yard line, and getting up with the ball for Ohio State he's still shielded from me.
I think it's down.
It's Sonny Styles.
Oh, yeah, it is Sonny. First career.
Yeah, couldn't see him as he had teammates all around him, but Sonny Styles comes up with an interception. That is interception number 4 on the season for Ohio State, and the Buckeyes had the ball again with a short field.
Well, that's one thing Sonny hasn't done.
Timeout on the field with 7:10 to play. First quarter, 7-0 Ohio State leading Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L-Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Find your local Kubota dealer at BuckeyeKubotaDealers.com.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Stay safe this season to make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Linebacker Sonny Styles, his first career interception, gives Ohio State the ball in plus territory. Buckeyes leading Wisconsin 7-0 with 7:10 to play. First quarter, down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
If you go back to week 1 against Texas, Sonny Styles had an interception, but then it was overturned this time. Second time's the charm. And then on the offensive side, Brandon Innish now back out of the medical tent. He was throwing some passes, grabbing some passes as well from quarterbacks Lincoln Keenos and Julian Sand. He's out in the huddle. Looks like he's going to head back out onto the field for this drive.
Well, somebody made contact with the intended receiver, Cade Yakimelli, to pop that ball in the air, and it allowed Sonny Styles to grab it and return it. So Ohio State, much like last week, starting in plus territory, they start this drive, their second of the game, at the Wisconsin 43.
How about Sonny Styles? His 36th start, he gets his first career interception. That might have been Jalen McClain that put the hit on Yakimelli before that coughed it up and up in the air.
Well, Jalen McClain has been making plays like that all season as the starting safety opposite Caleb Downs. First and 10, Ohio State at the 43 of Wisconsin. Julian Sayin looking to throw again. Short toss comes out left side. Bo Jackson races to the 40 of the Badgers, taken down at about the 38-yard line of Wisconsin. Stop made by linebacker Christian Allegro.
Yeah, it looked like Allegro a little bit slow to get up, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to go back to the defensive huddle.
2nd and 4 now. Ohio State at the 37 of the Badgers. Jackson remains in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin, who's in a shotgun. Sayin has the ball in his hands. He'll aerial up the right side, caught by Jeremiah Smith. He's dropped at the 24 of Wisconsin. Forcing him to the ground was corner Ricardo Holman with first contact, but it's a first down for the Buckeyes.
Julian Sayin now 11 for 11 throwing the football.
Number 1 in completion percentage in the nation. Number 2 in efficiency and keeping up with those standards.
Who needs a rushing attack,
right.
Paul?
Well, eventually. First and 10. Ohio State at the Wisconsin 23. Buckeyes leading 7-0 here in the first quarter. Julian Sayin in the shotgun again. He looks, floats that pass down the left sideline toward the end zone. Smith bobbled in the air and falls incomplete. Ricardo Holman, corner, there to break it up. Senior from Miami, Florida, breaks up the pass that was intended in the end zone for Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith turned into a defensive back there. That ball's a little bit underthrown. He knew that Holman was going to come up maybe with that pick. Got his hands there to make sure he didn't intercept that ball. It was a good awareness by Jeremiah Smith.
Holman's got 9 career interceptions. One of them came in this stadium against Ohio State 2 years ago. 2nd and 10. Buckeyes at the Wisconsin 23-yard line. 4 receiver package, 2 each direction. Julian Sayin in a shotgun. He's back to throw again. Screens it out left side. Bo Jackson behind a blocker. He'll move to the inside to the 20 and is taken down to the Wisconsin 20-yard line. And that stop for the Badgers ends up being made by JVR Suggs, defensive lineman.
Yeah, one of the Badgers is slow to get up after that play. They're going to make mass substitution for the Badger defense. Ohio State has some work to do here on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes are in the Giant Eagle red zone with 5:42 to play first quarter, leading 7-0. Smith and Ennis go wide to the right. Wide to the left are Tate and Clare. And C.J. Donaldson in the backfield next to Julian Sayin in a shotgun. First down at the 20 of Wisconsin. Sayin looking to throw. He's got pressure coming. Takes off running, and he is dropped at the Wisconsin 19-yard line. Julian Sayin, he gets brought down as Wisconsin had the defender making the play. It was Sebastian Cheeks. So it'll be 4th down and a field goal opportunity, coming up.
Yeah, Buckeyes send their field goal team out there. They'll get set here, and we'll see if Jane Fielding can put it between the uprights.
Fielding on the year, 6 for 7. And this is going to be a, 28-yard line. They'll spot it, so a 38-yard field goal try for Jaden Fielding. Long snapper is John Furlman, snapping it from the 20. Joe McGuire, the holder, where he'll put it down at the 28. So it'll be a 38-yard field goal try for Ohio State. Now a timeout called by Wisconsin head coach Luke Fickell.
First charge team timeout, Wisconsin.
Buckeye fans,
30 seconds.
Say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings with a fixed price plan with AEP Energy. Visit AEPenergy.com to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. The Buckeyes looking to increase what is presently a 7-0 lead with 4:44 to play in the first quarter.
Wonder if they had too many guys on the field there.
Good question. And good move by Luke Fickell and his staff to see that and get the timeout called.
This will be just about 2 yards inside the left hash, kicking towards the north end of the stadium here.
Fielding last week hit 26-yard and 31-yard field goals at Illinois. This will be a 38-yard try for the senior from League City, Texas. Snapper John Furlman over the ball and in position at the 20 of Wisconsin. Both lines are set. Furlman crouched over the ball. Furlman snaps to McGuire. The kick by Fielding for a 38-yard field goal is in the air, and Fielding knocks it through the uprights. Timeout on the field. 4:40 to play first quarter here in Madison. 10-0 Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Hey, college football fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day's #1 pour. We're celebrating every snap from coast to coast because it doesn't matter what colors you wear as long as Evan's there. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and enjoy the smooth, rich taste of my favorite Kentucky bourbon at your next tailgate. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus, enjoy responsibly.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Buckeyes are known for paying it forward. That's why Buckeyes Care strives to serve the betterment of our community by positively impacting families across Ohio. Joint partners American Electric Power, Kroger, Donato's, the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the James Cancer Hospital, Huntington Bank, and WBNS TV in Columbus in supporting this cause. At ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Buckeyes Care. A Sonny Styles interception sets up a Jaden Fielding 38-yard field goal for Ohio State, and it gives the Buckeyes a 10-0 lead at Wisconsin with 4:40 to play in the first quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 6 plays, 23 yards, 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. Ohio State has 117 total yards. Wisconsin 28 here in the first quarter.
Well, the Buckeyes have made a habit out of starting in plus territory.
Yeah.
Last week, at least 3 times against Illinois and once here.
+5 now in the turnover margin. Wisconsin -7 now.
Yeah, that is now for Ohio State's defense. They have come up with 4 interceptions, and the first ever for Sonny Styles in a Buckeye uniform. And Hunter Simmons, meanwhile, the Wisconsin quarterback, now with 3 interceptions in the last game and a quarter. Cade Giacomelli and Vinny Anthony back to return. Anthony with a kickoff return for a touchdown at Alabama earlier this year for Wisconsin.
Yeah, you never want to have more interceptions than TDs.
No.
He's got that.
He does. So, Jaden Fielding, who's got the field goal with a line drive kickoff. That one will go deep into the end zone for the touchback. And it'd be worth watching, too, to see if Luke Fickell, the Wisconsin head coach, eventually makes a change and goes back to Danny O'Neal at quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
with the struggles they've had.
Yeah. Now, he's been kind of banged up, right? I mean,
yes.
Did he have a lower body injury?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's going to be Hunter Simmons still taking the snaps for the Badgers. Of course, Billy Edwards was their projected starting quarterback to begin the year. A Maryland transfer, but he got hurt early on. Simmons in a shotgun, and he's got 2 backs to his right. Snaps to Simmons, and he's going to take off running. Moves over right guard and runs right into Peyton Pierce, linebacker, who drops him right around the Wisconsin 27.
There's a little Wildcat action there. I was actually...
was that Giacomelli?
Yep.
Oh, well, thank you for catching that.
I just saw at the bottom of the pile at 25.
Well, and they shifted there, so Cade Giacomelli, a junior from Trafford, Pennsylvania, took that snap. It'll make it 2nd and 8, Wisconsin, with the ball on their own 27-yard line. 4:14 and counting first quarter, 10-0 Ohio State lead. Simmons now aligned in a traditional quarterback spot with 2 backs surrounding him, and he gives it to Dylan Jones. And Jones is going to be slowed down and stopped at the Wisconsin 31-yard line. Getting a hold of him, making first contact, was tackle Tywone Malone, yanking him down from behind.
Boy, he's really come on these last couple weeks when he's got that starting assignment. It's all starting to fall into place for number 95, Tywone Malone. Will Smith Jr. in there giving Caden McDonald a break early on.
Oh, sorry, Jim. Corson 3rd and 4, Wisconsin with the ball at their own at 31. Tretch Kekahuna, who got hurt last week, is in as a receiver for the Badgers. He'll come wide to the right. 3rd and 4, Wisconsin at their own 31. Hunter Simmons in the gun. Dylan Jones in the backfield with him. Give to Jones going left side, but he is slowed and stopped, and it's Tywone Malone again. Defensive lineman with help from linebacker Peyton Pierce, blowing that play up right around the Wisconsin 31, and the Badgers will have to punt again.
Yeah, no gain at all. So Buckeyes have a 3-and-out, an interception, and then a 3-and-out again.
And Tywone Malone, who transferred from Ole Miss, where he also played baseball and was in the College World Series, he gives a swinging bat motion as a celebration as he goes off the field. Atticus Bertrams to punt it away for Wisconsin. Brandon Ennis is back for Ohio State. Levy, the long snapper, gets it chest high to Bertrams, gets the punt away with the right foot. Ennis backing up, backing still, makes the catch at his own 17. Ennis moving up the right side, and he's knocked down around the 30-yard line of Ohio State. That stop for the Badgers gets made by Grover Bartolotti. So Ohio State will have it for the third time today, already leading 10-0 thanks to a 33-yard Sayin to Tate TD pass and a 38-yard Fielding field goal.
Well, I thought Caden Curry could have blocked that if he came through. He kind of pulled off there at the end.
Boy, he's been playing at a high level, hasn't he?
Certainly has.
2:45 to play first quarter here at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It is 10-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin, losers of 4 in a row. They have not won a football game since they beat Middle Tennessee on September 6th. Julian Sayin working under center this time. Takes the snap, hands it off. Donaldson running left side. Donaldson loose to the 40, and he is stopped at the 42-yard line. C.J. Donaldson took off with a big, strong run before he was stopped by corner Emilio Agard.
Well, that gets the rushing attack in positive yards. We had 3 attempts for -1. Now we're positive.
Donaldson comes into play, averaging a little more than 4 per carry. First down, Buckeyes working for their own 43. Donaldson remains at tailback next to quarterback Julian Sayin, who's in a shotgun. And Sayin rolling to the right, looking to throw on the run, fires upfield, and that is caught by Carnell Tate, who stumbles out of bounds on the right sideline of the Wisconsin 30-yard line. He got set up in front of the defender and was able to haul that in to give Ohio State a big first down. Safety Austin Brown was the defender. Change move for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a speed protection there. It's something Coach Day and I talked about earlier in the year. They brought that out, got the completion for the first down.
A ball at the 30 of Wisconsin with less than 2 to play in the first quarter. Sayin back to heave it quickly again. Looks and zips a pass middle of the field. Caught by Donaldson. Wiggles his way to the 16 of Wisconsin, where he is stopped at the Wisconsin 16-yard line. That tackle gets made by Wisconsin, one of their defenders who ended up jumping up to make the play. It was Mason Posa, a backup linebacker, that gets the Buckeyes inside the Giant Eagle red zone.
He gets 3 plays, 3 first downs. He got 13 yards. He got 27 yards. Just keeps adding up.
Yes,
Pick
it
up
does.
Another 10 there.
Minute 26 in counting first quarter. That pickup of 10 gets the Buckeyes to the 16 of Wisconsin. Smith and Ennis wide right. Coming wide to the left is Mylan Graham. And Bo Jackson is in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin. Give to Jackson running straight ahead, but he runs into a pile of red shirts, pushes the pile up to about the 13-yard line. Bo Jackson does, where he is finally stopped by linebacker Mason Posa of Wisconsin.
He'll take that gain of 4 yards. Good job by Bo Jackson keeping his legs moving there. Josh Padilla is in there right guard right now, playing next to Carson Hintzman and Philip McDaniels.
2nd and 7.
Daniels, not McDaniels.
Yep.
Somebody
went and got the Mick breakfast earlier today. 2nd and 7. Ohio State at the 13 of Wisconsin. Julian Sayin, who's thrown 1 TD pass, is in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Sayin hands it off. Bo Jackson, and Jackson is knocked down at the 10-yard line as he tried to speed upfield in the hurry. And Wisconsin's Brandon Lane, defensive lineman, was on top of him.
Going to be 3rd and 4. That could be the last play of this first quarter that flew by.
Well, Ohio State working on their 3rd possession of the game. 3rd and 4, as you said, Jim. Ball is at the 10 of Wisconsin. Smith and Ennis wide right. Coming wide to the left is Tate. Donaldson in the backfield, and Sayin's going to throw. Lofts at left corner of the end zone. Tate got it for another score. Carnell Tate on a 10-yard catch from Julian Sayin. The second time those two have hooked up for a score today, and Ohio State has added to their lead. It is 16-0 over Wisconsin.
Carnell Tate, 4 catches, 85 yards, and a pair of touchdowns, all in the first quarter. Offense came out on fire to start this game.
Especially passing the ball.
Yes, sir.
So Julian Sayin and Carnell Tate, this time a 10-yard score. The day started with them hitting one from 33 yards out. PAT unit is on. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to put it down at the 12. And Jaden Fielding trying to give Ohio State their 17th point of the game. Furman snaps, McGuire spots, Fielding kicks, and it's perfect. And Ohio State leads at 17-0 over Wisconsin with 4 whole seconds remaining in what's been an eventful first quarter for Ohio State.
Yeah, it sure has. The Ohio State scoring drive, powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 6 plays, covered 70 yards, took 2:41 off the clock. Buckeyes have 187 yards total offense, 169 in the air. Julian Sayin now for the season, 17 touchdowns.
and efficient as ever.
No, yeah, right now I think he's 14 to 15.
And spreading it around to a bunch of different people.
Yeah, he is. He's distributing it well. Donaldson got a nice run for 13 yards in there. Bo got some positive yards running the football. But these wide receivers and Julian Sayen's arm have been unbelievable early on.
Julian Sayen, you mentioned his touchdown number of the season. Now it's 17. That is 18 for his career. He threw one last year to Bennett Christian against Michigan State. Jaden Fielding will kick it off for Ohio State. It leads at 17-0 and pops a short kick that Cade Yakimelli will field at the 9, left side for Wisconsin, bring it up the left side to the 20, and Yakimelli's going to be knocked down at about the 17-yard line. Leroy Roker was over there involved in that stop for Ohio State. So Wisconsin will have it just past their own 25-yard line, and the first quarter comes to an end here in Madison. It is 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. Timeout on the field. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium presented by Experience Columbus. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium tours offer a variety of options and pricing. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour. Ohio Stadium Tours, presented by Experience Columbus.
The Donato's Pep Duo Pizza is back, and it brought a pal. The Donato's Pep Duo, loaded with crispy pepperoni and 3 kinds of cheese. Now get a large Pep Duo pizza for just $14.99. Also back, Donato's deliciously dippable pepperoni cheese bread. Now on the $5 Pizza Pals menu for a limited time. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's, gotta love more.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Back in Madison, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. We'll start you in the Big Ten. One final from earlier. Michigan gets a win at home over Washington, 24-7. 2 other games in progress. Second quarter, Northwestern 13, Purdue nothing. Early second quarter, Michigan State leads number 3 Indiana by a field goal, 10-7. Top 25 finals, Vanderbilt defeats LSU 31-24. Georgia Tech remains unbeaten on the season. They win at Duke 27-18. Oklahoma a winner at South Carolina 26-7. Games in progress, second quarter. Ole Miss leads at Georgia 7-3. Texas Tech and Arizona State are scoreless in the first. And first quarter, Memphis and UAB tied at 7 apiece. Ohio State 17, Wisconsin nothing. As we head to the second with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Thank you, Skip. Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. Those scores coming on 2 touchdown passes. Julian Sayen to Carnell Tate, one 33 yards, the other 10 yards. And a Jaden Fielding 38-yard field goal that was set up by a Sonny Styles interception.
Yeah, defense has been outstanding. They've had 2 3-and-outs and an interception. And what can you say about the offense? They've taken it right down the field early in this ballgame.
Well, the defense back out there as Wisconsin looks at 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Hunter Simmons continues to operate at quarterback for the Badgers. He's going to have 4 teammates surrounding him in the backfield before the ball's ready to put into play. So we'll assume that at least 3 of those are going to shift someplace else.
And Jake Renfro's back at center. He came back last week against Iowa. He's hurt a couple games. Former Bearcat. Played for Cincinnati.
Hilton and Jones will go wide to the right. Single flanker to the left as Hunter Simmons works on a shotgun with a back next to him. And he's going to give it on a reverse. Coming around is Dylan Jones, and he's locked up at the 24-yard line. That was a right-to-left reverse, but it had no chance of happening because over there was Arvell Reese, as well as Davison Igbenosin, linebacker, and corner to blow that play up.
Yeah, another tackle for loss for Arvell Reese. He's been incredible. He read
sure
that like a book.
Junior from Cleveland Glendale came into the game with 38 tackles, had a career-high 9 last week. So it's 2nd and 11, Wisconsin at their own 25-yard line. Dylan Jones in the backfield next to quarterback Hunter Simmons. Simmons with a snap. Looks to get back and pass. Arches a pass over the right side. Incomplete. And oh, my goodness, Devin Chances is going to be called for pass interference as he inadvertently made contact with the intended receiver, Vinny Anthony, going out on the right flat.
I think their feet got tangled up. Are they going to? They're going to maybe talk about this? No, they're going to penalize us. Second penalty called against Ohio State.
Number 6. Spot of the foul, an automatic first down.
Freshman corner from Houston, Texas, making his second straight start. Gets called for that, and the ball thrown out to Vinny Anthony. So Wisconsin gets a break. They'll get the ball with a first down at their own 35-yard line.
And Wisconsin will pick up their second first down of the ball game.
Dylan Jones in the backfield along with Jackson Aker for quarterback Hunter Simmons, who's got a 3-receiver package out there. First down Badgers from their own 35-yard line, but trailing 17-0 here in the second quarter. Handoff Dylan Jones going up the middle, and defensive end Caden Curry is going to grab him and stop him right around the Wisconsin 37-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like
98 for Ohio State is out for one play.
Lost his helmet.
Caden McDonald, yes. So he'll have to leave for a play as Wisconsin now looks at 2nd and 7 from their own 38-yard line. 14:06 and counting second quarter. Badgers huddling. Now they'll break it. As Hilton will come wide to the left. Anthony wide right. Simmons, the quarterback, under center. Fakes a handoff, pivots at his 28 to pass. Now he'll throw upfield, and it is caught by Mason, the tight end. Dropped by linebacker Arvell Reese out on the right side of the Wisconsin 45-yard line. That is near a first down. I think they're signaling to move the chains, and they will do just that.
Yep, they're moving him on.
Lance Mason with a catch for the first down.
Good tackle there by Ohio State. Took Lance Mason down low, but when they went low, he was able to get some momentum and dive over what he needed to get that first down.
DeKel Crowdison is the receiver. 1st and 10 Badgers with the ball at their own 46. Crowdis will go with Anthony wide to the right. Aker and Jones offset eye. Quarterback Simmons under center. And Simmons is going to hand it off. Jones running to the right side, and he's in trouble, and he's stopped right at around the 44-yard line. And Ohio State had Edric Houston, defensive lineman, in there to grab a hold of him.
I think along with Will Smith Jr., they got some good penetration on that play. Buckeyes had a 5-down look. They've had 3 interior offensive linemen covering up the center and the 2 guards, and then their 2 ends lined up outside the tackles. They've gone to that look several times.
2nd and 10, Wisconsin to their own 45. Former Buckeye Jaden Ballard into the lineup for Wisconsin. He'll come wide to the left with another receiver. Simmons alone in the backfield. Now Jones will motion in there with him. Fake handoff to Jones. Simmons looking to throw. Screens to Jones left side at his own 41. And falling on top of him to stop him is linebacker Sonny Styles of the Wisconsin 42.
It almost looked like he looked up and saw Block O, Sonny Styles, coming his way and says, I'm going to hit the ground here.
And Sonny fell on top of him like he was trying to hatch an egg. And that brings up a course and 3rd down for Wisconsin. 12 to go at their own 43.
Hatch an egg.
Or hatch some monk fries. 17-0, Ohio State leading. 12-12 to play until halftime. Ballard and Anthony and Iacomelli go wide to the right. No, it's Iacomelli that's in the backfield, as Hunter Simmons awaits the snap out of the shotgun. Simmons gets the snap, flags, throws. Ohio State jumped early. Simmons zips that up the middle of the field, and it is caught by Mason, the tight end, who goes down to make the grab of the Ohio State 34. He got behind linebacker Arvell Reese, and Wisconsin will obviously take the result of the play, giving him a first down.
Yeah, Kenyatta Jackson jumped early, but they continued to play, and that's smart by Wisconsin to do that, and they got the big play down the middle of the field for a first down.
Defense number 97 was in the neutral zone at the snap. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Jackson Aker, who plays both as a tight end and as a fullback, he had a touchdown catch at Ohio State in 2022. So now, as he's part of that package, makes it 1st and 10. Badgers at the Buckeye 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage of play.
The ruling on the field was a completed catch. That play is under further review.
And this official review is brought to you by AAA. Become a AAA Buckeye MVP member today at AAA.com/Buckeyes. So let's see if Lance Mason was able to grab that. And as we get to look at a big TV screen in our booth here, went through his hands, went between his knees, he rolled around, and can't tell for sure if it touched the ground or not, but give Lance Mason credit. He did everything to try and grapple that into his possession.
Yeah, he kind of pinned the ball between his legs there, and I don't know when he rolled over if he never really had control of it with his hands.
But it never did hit the ground until
right there,
right at the very end. So let's see what they call here with 11:45 to play until halftime. 17-0 Ohio State leading at Wisconsin.
Yeah, I can see that being overturned, and they'll go ahead and take the penalty then, won't they?
Well, let's see. Though, let's pause also 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State.
After further review, the ruling on the field of the catch is upheld. First down and 10, Wisconsin.
Ohio Sports destination.
The ruling of the catch by Lance Mason, the tight end, is upheld. So Wisconsin will have the ball at the Ohio State 33-yard line.
So they're saying good hands, I'll say good knees.
Good knees, good body, all of it. Mason, a senior from Rockwall, Texas, and a transfer from a Missouri State. So Wisconsin gets into Ohio State territory, ball at the 33 of the Buckeyes. 11:45 to play until halftime, 17-0 Ohio State on top. Hunter Simmons in the shotgun, tailback Cade Yakimelli is off his right-hand hip. Benny Anthony motioning from right to left. Simmons looking at the defense, gets the snap, drops back at the Ohio State 41, looking to pass, now being hit and dropped. Arbel Simmons, linebacker, brought a bad attitude and hit him and dropped him at the Ohio State 40.
Arvell coming up with another sack for Ohio State. That's 5.5 on the season for Arvell Reese.
Hate to be on the business end of that.
Yeah, he kind of a delayed blitz there, kind of standing right over the center. He let the defensive line work a little bit, and then he just shot through the gap.
2nd and 17, Wisconsin at the Ohio State 40. Cade Yakimelli remains at tailback. He's off the left hip of quarterback Hunter Simmons. Single receivers right and left. Simmons with a snap. And Yakimelli, and he stopped at the 39-yard line of Ohio State. And grabbing hold of him, Caden McDonald, defensive lineman for that stop, bringing up another course and third down.
Yeah, Caden McDonald again getting penetration immediately on that play. Got in the backfield, diagnosed the ball carrier, and took him down.
He sure did. Junior from Suwanee, Georgia, with that stop behind the line. 3rd and 17. Well, not.
Yep.
Yeah, now they put it at the 40. I was thinking that was the 38 or 39-yard line, but Badgers are at home. 10:20 to play, second quarter. It is 3rd and 17, Wisconsin to the Ohio State 40. Hunter Simmons in a shotgun, looking at a blitz, and we're going to get whistles and flags. Maybe a flinch on the offensive line.
Yeah, no, it didn't look like anybody for Ohio State crossed the line of scrimmage.
No, they just approached it.
The center judge called that. False start.
False start. Offense number 10. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That is the tailback, Gideon Ituka, who had just come into the game. A redshirt freshman out of Gaithersburg, Maryland. So now it'll be 3rd and 22, Wisconsin, back to the Ohio State 45.
That pretty much takes you out of field goal range, so I think Wisconsin thinks here, obviously try for the first, but if you can get half of it, you might have an attempt to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Ituka remains a tailback next to the quarterback, Hunter Simmons, who's in the shotgun. 4-receiver package for the Badgers. Snap to Simmons. He's back to throw with a flag out. Simmons looking, spins to his left. Simmons still looking, throws while being hit, and it's incomplete at the 20-yard line as he missed the target, throwing for Eugene Hilton. But we're going to get a defensive penalty against Ohio State.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on Kenyatta Jackson. That's his second here in the first half.
Offside. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
But not quite as long. 3rd and 17. Weren't we at that dance step before?
They got their 5 yards back.
At the 40, yes. 9:55 in the second quarter clock. 17-0 Ohio State leading here at Wisconsin.
You can yell, watch the ball all you want, but it didn't work.
No, it didn't. 3rd and 17. Badgers at the Buckeye 40-yard line. Gideon Ituka remains a tailback to the left of quarterback Hunter Simmons, who's in a shotgun formation. 3-receiver package for Wisconsin. Simmons wants to go on top. Sets up at the 50-yard line. Steps up, hit while throwing, and that ball's going to fall incomplete. One of the Buckeyes, I believe, Kenyatta Jackson, hit it, and now picking up the ball as if it is live is Arvell Reese running down the left sideline. Ituka forces him out of play, and it looks like they may consider that a live recovery for Ohio State. And the officials are standing right
on
around.
The field is a fumble. Recovered by the defense.
Yes.
First down and 10.
Standing right around the Ohio State 46-yard line. And Nature made to care for fans on game day and every day. Proud vitamin supplement sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Timeout, 9:43 to play second quarter. 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, where can you get a full suite of business banking services served up by well-trained, caring employees with unquestionable integrity? It's right here at Heartland. Relationships matter. I'm Scott McComb. Come over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Rare banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Your home for Ohio State Athletics, The Fan. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. 9:43 to play until halftime at Camp Randall Stadium. 17-0 Ohio State leading Wisconsin. And the Arvell Reese fumble recovery is being reviewed. It was a play in which Wisconsin quarterback Hunter Simmons went to pass. Kenyatta Jackson was pressuring him. The ball went out of his hand.
After the review, the quarterback had possession of the football through the process of the pass. It's an incomplete pass. The ball will be placed back at the 40-yard line where it'll be fourth down.
All right, so before it could finish explaining what had happened, the play's been overturned. It's an incomplete pass, and Wisconsin will be looking at 4th and 17 from the Ohio State 40.
I agree with that call.
I do, too.
Yep.
Even though they didn't ask us.
Nope. But I guess it's good just to let it play out and then go review it to make sure they get it right.
Ohio State has scored on 2 Julian Sand to Carnell Tate touchdown passes, 33 yards and 10 yards, and a field goal of 38 yards from Jaden Fielding that was set up by a Sonny Styles interception.
And they got a couple first downs, one by defensive pass interference on Devin Sanchez out there, and able to make a play to Lance Mason inside. And
Brandon Innes, who averages over 12 per punt, is awaiting the punt from Atticus Bertrams. Innes will be at his own 8-yard line. Bertrams is at the Wisconsin 45 to await the snap from Nick Levy. Shoulder high snap, hits the punt from the 50-yard line. Innes backing up, gets away from it, and it's going to be down by Wisconsin inside the 5-yard line. That was almost checked at the 1. Vinny Anthony almost got it down at the 1. But the Buckeyes will have it. Looked like they're going to put that at the 4-yard line.
Yep. Good defensive play there, or good special teams play by Wisconsin. I think they'll actually put it at the 3-yard line. So they had the backstop there to make sure it didn't go in the end zone, was able to control that, and then down it right at the 3-yard line.
What's the general rule, 15-yard line if you're the returner?
10-yard line. Put your heels on the 10-yard line.
Okay. So Ohio State, who leads at 17-0, will start the drive from their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, Bertram's had great hang time on that
Sure
one.
did. Quarterback Julian Sand will be in a shotgun. Bo Jackson tailback off his left hip. Nobody out terribly wide. They hand off to Jackson going over left guard, and he gets his way up to about the 8-yard line. Bo Jackson, freshman from Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph, stopped by linebacker Christian Allegro, who earlier had gone to the locker room.
Yeah, that gets you off. We saw Allegro get a little bit hurt. It looked like maybe a shoulder injury. Had that checked out. Appears to be okay, although it looks like his left wrist is really taped up, doesn't it?
It does. 2nd and 5. Ohio State at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, maybe a cast on that.
C.J. Donaldson in at tailback, replacing Jackson. He's off the left hip of quarterback Julian Sand, who gets the snap, drops to the goal line, screens it out left side. Donaldson, he'll race up to the 15 and is knocked out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line as Wisconsin had a defender bump him out of bounds. It's Cairo Skanes, defensive back. It's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Second reception for C.J. Donaldson. That moves the chains.
It does, to the 15. With 8:40 and counting, second quarter, 17-0. Ohio State with a lead.
Gives him 8 on the season so far.
Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith come wide to the right. Tight ends on each side of the line, and James Peoples in at tailback. He's behind Sayin in a pistol formation. Sayin at his 6 to throw. Steps up, looks, tosses out on the right side to Max Clare at his own 19. Clare gets to his 22-yard line before he's wrestled down by 3 Badgers. The main Wisconsin player who got a hold of him was linebacker Cooper Catalano.
And Max Clare loses his helmet, so he'll have to come off the sideline. Good thing about Ohio State has about 5 tight ends.
Ohio State is out for one play to us.
Catalano, a freshman from Richfield, Wisconsin, number 1 in the history of the state of Wisconsin in high school football in tackles with 462.
Yeah. That's busy work.
That is, isn't it? And we near the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. 2nd and 2, Ohio State at their own 23-yard line. Mylan Graham, Jeremiah Smith wide left. Brandon Ennis wide right. James Peoples in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sand, who's in a shotgun. Sand gets the snap, guns it quickly on the left side, and it falls incomplete for Jeremiah Smith at about the 26-yard line. That may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Lineman Ben Barton celebrating as if he may have gotten a piece of the pig.
Yeah, that was an unusual throw for Julian Sand. Usually that's right on the money, so my thinking is it did get tipped at the line of scrimmage. Seeing a replay now, helping here in the booth.
All right, 3rd and 2, Ohio State at their own 23-yard line. Coming in is Nate Roberts, one of those 5 tight ends you referenced, freshman from the state of Oklahoma. Roberts will go out wide to the left. Smith off the line left side, Tate off the line right, Kazmarek tight end right. And Donaldson the backfield next to Julian Sand, and Sand hands it Donaldson going left side, and he may not have gotten it as he's fallen on top of by lineman Javier Suggs, a graduate transfer from Flint. And that's going to be 4th and short for Ohio State.
Looks like our motion man there, Nate Roberts, got a little bit too far before the ball was snapped, so he really couldn't perform the block he needed to block. He's got to throttle that down, slow down a little bit as he comes across that formation. So the Buckeyes will punt for the first time.
Joe McGuire, junior from Australia, averaging almost 41 per punt, will be kicking to former Ohio State Buckeye Jaden Ballard. McGuire is set up at his 7 to await John Furman's snap. Furman gets it back, chest high. McGuire, pressure coming. He gets it away with the right foot. Ballard waving for a fair catch, and he will make it to the Wisconsin 36-yard line. When you choose the James at Ohio State for your cancer care, you're choosing access to the most advanced cancer treatments available from the team who specializes in treating just one type of cancer, yours. For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State. Timeout with 6:58 left until halftime in Madison. 17-0. Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey there, Buckeye fans. Kroger is teaming up with the Ohio State Buckeyes to tackle hunger. Kroger is challenging Buckeye Nation to help donate 1 million meals by Thanksgiving to neighbors in need. Together, we can help create communities free of hunger. All you have to do is round up at checkout now through November 23rd. Every dollar helps provide 10 meals. Visit your local Kroger for more details, and let's work together to end hunger.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through November 3rd, get 2.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 for $269 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Seller. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Seller today on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Buckeyes need Buckeyes, and Versity makes the blood donating process quick and easy. Join Brutus and give blood with Versity to save a Buckeye at the Wexner Medical Center. Versity. Schedule your next donation at bersiti.org/OH. 6:58 left until halftime here in Madison. 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
Jaden Ballard fielded that punt for Wisconsin just like he did primarily almost all of 2023 for Ohio State, where he spent 4 years. Earlier, before the game, Ballard was able to get to see a lot of his teammates, including Ryan Day and his son RJ. He got to catch up with his former head coach.
A senior from Massillon, Washington High School, where he had 37 high school touchdowns at Massillon, 1 TD in his 35 games that he played at Ohio State. Saw a crowded wide receiver room and decided to seek residence elsewhere.
Yeah, we saw some guys do that. How about Jamison Williams? Went down to Alabama and ended up being okay.
Yeah, I'd say so. 1st and 10. Wisconsin with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Hunter Simmons, senior quarterback from Marion, Illinois, has got backs behind him in an eye. Aker and Yakimelli, and now Simmons is changing to play. Works under his center. Jake Renfro gets the snap, hands it off. Yakimelli started to go left, but moves to the middle, and linebacker Arvell Reese puts him on the ground right around the Wisconsin 37.
Buckeyes in an over front. They had a nose guard, a defensive tackle, and a 3-tech, and a defensive end to the left side of Wisconsin's formation. Caden Curry lined up over the tackle on the right side.
So it's 2nd and 8. Badgers at their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, they ran into the teeth of that.
They sure did. Cade Yakimelli remains a tailback behind his quarterback Hunter Simmons in a pistol set. Jaden Ballard will motion from left to right, joining Eugene Hilton on 2nd down. And Simmons gets the snap. Hands it Yakimelli, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. The safety Caleb Downs jumped in there and got him maybe about the 36, bringing up a course in 3rd down. We'll have to wait and see where they spot that exactly.
Looks like Dylan Jones, number 7, was hobbling a little bit there, maybe going into the locker room for Wisconsin.
Wow, they've already lost the services, if we were told, Darian Dupree due to injury from last week. 3rd and 8, Badgers to their own 38. Yakimelli remains in the backfield next to quarterback Hunter Simmons. He's got Hilton and Mason set wide to the left. Going wide to the right are Kekahuna and Anthony. Simmons in the gun, gets the snap. Drops at his 29, looks to throw, fires down the middle of the field, and that ball's overthrown at the Ohio State 30 for Lance Mason, who was covered by safety Caleb Downs.
And with that incompletion, it'll send the punt team out, and this will be punt number 4 here in the first half for the Badgers.
And Atticus Bertrams. And back deep will be Brandon Innes for Ohio State to await the punt.
Neata Jackson, number 97, had good pressure working against the left tackle on that last one.
So the long snapper, Nick Levy, will snap the ball from the Wisconsin 38 for the Badgers. Bertrams is at his 24-yard line. Levy in position over the ball. Centers it to Bertrams, waist high. Gets the punt away with the right foot. Innes backing up. He boomed that baby, and it's going to land in the end zone. Whoa. He nailed that one, didn't he?
He sure did. Came in the ball game averaging 42.5 yards per punt.
Timeout on the field. 5.5 to play till halftime. 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
Hey, Buckeye fans. Are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? Union Home Mortgage wants you to know the average homeowner has over $200,000 of home equity available, and they can help you get access to your money quickly and easily. Go to UHM.com to get your cash estimate today. You'll score financial freedom with Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
For over 30 years, Schumacher Homes has been building affordable custom homes throughout the Buckeye State. Experience true customization on your land, your way, without any compromises. Come visit any of our 9 Ohio model home and design studio locations to see the latest in design trends and learn about our award-winning building process, or start online at SchumacherHomes.com. You'll be surprised how affordable a custom home will be. Schumacher Homes, proud home building sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
5:30 to play second quarter at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It is 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. Stay with us for our halftime extravaganza this afternoon. Skip Mossick will visit with OSU President Ted Carter, Athletic Director Ross Bjork, and check scores from other games. It's all coming up at the half. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
This is a key offensive possession for the Buckeyes' vaunted offensive line. After the offensive line got off the field, head coach Ryan Day came over and they hashed things out, showed a little bit of frustration with the unit that has been so good throughout this year. Joe Moore Award midseason honor roll unit for this O-line. And then Ryan Day, before this coming possession, went over to talk to Jeremiah Smith one-on-one. Perhaps they have something cooking for this offensive drive.
And this offensive line anchored by Carson Hinsman, a senior from Spring Valley, Wisconsin. Said about 75 family and friends that are here to support Carson Hinsman.
Well, the Badgers have had 4 punts in the first half for a 52.8 average. That last one was 62.
Wow. Which was not the career high for Atticus Bertram's. His career high is 74.
You know, I was looking there. They got S. West as their punter.
Huh?
Yeah.
For Wisconsin?
Yeah, maybe that's wrong.
Well, let's watch that the next time.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Ohio State with the ball at their own 20. Julian Sand, who's thrown 2 TD passes, sets up in the shotgun. James Peoples next to him in the backfield. And Sand, quick toss left side, caught Jeremiah Smith, who scoots to the 30 of Wisconsin, where he is brought down. That should be close to a first down. Stop is made by corner Ricardo Holman, and the chains will move.
Yeah, they got a Sean West, number 91, but I don't think that was 91.
I don't think it was either, but nobody tells us anything.
Well,
first down, Ohio State at their own 30. Julian Sand again in the shotgun, straight behind center Hinsman, he looks to throw. Lifts that one to the left side, caught by Jeremiah Smith again, pushed out of bounds at the Wisconsin 42-yard line, and he is forced out of bounds by corner Jameer Latimer.
He just keeps putting up the numbers, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Jeremiah Smith.
Which one? Him or Sand?
Yeah.
2nd and 1.
Freshman to the sophomore.
Yes. Ohio State has the ball at their own 39-yard line. Under 5 to play until halftime, 17-0. Buckeyes on top.
Saying over 200 yards passing already.
Wow. Smith goes wide left. Graham comes wide right with Ennis. Tight end Kazmarek motioning from right to left. Wisconsin shows blitz. Saying gets a quick toss off, and it's caught by Jeremiah Smith left side, out of bounds at the Ohio State 48, where he is forced out of bounds by Cairo Skanes, cornerback, after he made that grab, which will move the chains with another first down.
Yeah, another first down. Just right on down the field, methodical right now. Ohio State can actually throttle it down a little bit if they want. 4 minutes left to go in this half.
First down with the ball at the Ohio State 47 here at Camp Randall Stadium. Buckeyes moving left to right. Quincy Porter will go wide to the left. Mylan Graham wide right. Slot right is Brandon Ennis for quarterback Julian Sand. Straight behind center. Sand from his own 39 tosses it out on the right side, and out of bounds goes the catch made by Mylan Graham, but they're going to say he made it at the Wisconsin 43-yard line in front of Latimer, the corner. Mylan Graham tiptoed the sideline, and the redshirt freshman from Indiana makes the grab for the first down.
And Ohio State's going to get it right up to the line of scrimmage and run another play just in case they want to look at it.
Yep, so they get on the ball quickly, working from the Wisconsin 43. Early movement as Brandon Ennis took off from a left slot before the ball was snapped, so there's a penalty.
Yeah.
3:41 in the second quarter clock.
They tried to rush it.
Offense number 1. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the second catch of the year for Mylan Graham.
Made that was a nice catch.
It sure was.
It was a nice catch.
I thought he was out of bounds, Jim, at first, to be honest with you. Well, the penalty, that ball's moved back now to the Ohio State 48-yard line. 17-0. Buckeyes on top of Wisconsin. Sand 2 TD passes to Tate and a Fielding field goal. Ennis and Graham and Clare go wide left, Porter wide right. And Donaldson in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sand. And Sand's going to toss it quickly on the right side, where it is caught by Quincy Porter, thrown down at the Wisconsin 40-yard line. Over there to get him and drag him out was Cairo Skane's corner.
Clock's running, 3:20.
Porter, freshman from New Milford, New Jersey, makes his second catch of the year. 2nd and 7 with that clock running. Buckeyes have the ball at the Wisconsin 40. As we near the 3-minute mark before intermission. Look at the folks already headed for those hot dogs. Out of the huddle comes Mylan Graham, Jeremiah Smith, and Brandon Innes going wide to the left. Now Innes will motion to the right, where tight end Clare is at the end of the line on the right. Donaldson behind his quarterback, saying in a pistol. Give Donaldson running right side of the Wisconsin 40 to the 35, to the 30, shoving defenders away, taken down at the 26 of Wisconsin. As finally that stop gets made, as Wisconsin's defender Nick Clayton was trying to chase him down. But C.J. Donaldson with an impressive run to give the Buckeyes another first down.
Yeah, Christian Orlego, their leading tackler, has got a cast on his left wrist there, and he was trying to make that tackle, but with just fingertips sticking out, that was hard to do.
So 2:20 and counting until halftime. 1st and 10, Ohio State at the 26 of Wisconsin. Tight ends on each side of the line. Isaiah West in at tailback to the right of quarterback Julian Sayin, who's going to go on top again. Sayin looks, floats that one up the left side, caught by Clare, where he is dragged out of bounds at the Wisconsin 25-yard line. The defender was on him right away, Matt Young's safety, and that gets us to the 2-minute timeout. And a timeout on the field with 2 minutes exactly left in the half. 17-0, Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. You're listening to Buckeye Football from Learfield.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Hey Buckeyes, I'm John Chabot with Surest, a digital-first health plan designed to make healthcare simple and affordable right here in Ohio. At Surest, we believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the sideline at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Surest. That's SUREST. Surest, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Already prepping for next week's matchup? Get your best rest yet with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop Bob's and choose from Pillows Soft, plush, dual feel, and extra firm mattresses with Bobopedic memory foam that will have you dreaming of game day in no time. So shop in-store or online to score the latest and affordable luxury mattresses without the luxury price tag. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Be sure to check out the Buckeye Game Day Concert Series, presented by the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer, before every Ohio State home game this season, outside of St. John Arena and Buckeye Fan Fest. Each week features a different artist or band, performing 2 hours before kickoff. Get on board and book your cruise today. Visit buckeyecruise.com. Go Bucks, beat Cancer. 2 minutes left till halftime. 17-0, Ohio State leading at Wisconsin. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
Buckeyes wide receiver Carnell Tate, who has a pair of touchdowns today, went over to the Red Medical tent, came out with black tape around his right cleat. After he was examined, he went off into the huddle. That's on the field now.
All right, well, let's see what Ohio State can manufacture here before the half. And as you said, Jim, they get the ball to start the third quarter as well.
Yep, it's at middle eight, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. And Ohio State's hoping to take advantage of that, get a touchdown here before the end of the half. Go rest up at halftime, come back, take the ball down in the third quarter for a TD and put this one out of reach.
Buckeyes have won 10 in a row against Wisconsin. If I looked at it correctly, I don't believe these two schools will see one another again until 2028.
I think you're right there.
So for Ohio State, 2nd and 9 at the Wisconsin 25. James Peoples at a tailback. He's off the right hip of quarterback Julian Sayin, who's got 3 receivers deployed on the field. Snap to Sayin, sets up to pass. Free blitzer coming at him, rolls to the left, and Sayin fires on the run, and it is caught. Receiver dumped at the 20-yard line. As making that grab was Max Clare. He gets knocked down. It looked like he was knocked down by safety Austin Brown, but the Buckeyes are in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Max Clare's got 5 catches in the ball game. Took a big hit after that catch,
sure
but
did.
Got positive yards.
So the drive continues with a minute and a half to play until halftime. 3rd and 4. Ohio State at the 20 of Wisconsin. Buckeyes trying to increase the lead of 17-0. Tate, Ennis, and Clare wide right. Smith off the line to the left. Donaldson in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sand in a shotgun. On 3rd down, ball at the 20 Wisconsin, inside the 20 Wisconsin. Sand back to pass. Sand looks, throws a pass, it's deflected, and it falls incomplete around the 10-yard line. That ball got deflected. Looked like Brandon Lane, defensive lineman, may have been who got their hands on the ball with the way he was celebrating.
Yeah, number 95, you are absolutely right. Brandon Lane was able to get through there, working against our right guard there. Maybe that was Josh Padilla inside there. I'll have to check the replay on that. Got some pressure on Julian Sand as he stepped up. Yeah, it was Josh Padilla.
So a 38-yard field goal try, matching his first make, is what the attempt will be for Jaden Fielding. Joe McGuire to spot it at the 28, and John Furman to snap it from the 20-yard line. Furman in position. Lines are set. Snap. McGuire puts it down. The kick by Fielding is in the air. That is toward the uprights, and that ball goes off the right to the right, and it is no good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
So only the second missed field goal try of the season for Jaden Fielding as he misses a 38-yard try, which is what he made successfully in the first quarter, and the score remains 17-0. Ohio State with a lead. Wisconsin will get the ball now with 1:07 to play until halftime.
It didn't seem like there's any breeze that could have pushed that, so just mishit it.
There was one blitzer that was coming in pretty quickly. Don't know if he got into his vision and that affected anything or not. Wisconsin with the ball to their own 20-yard line. Hunter Simmons, who's thrown one interception, was fortunate not to have another one. Sets up in a pistol formation. He's got Cade Yakimelli behind him, a tailback. Aker, the fullback, off his right hip. Kekahuna motioning. And now the snap. Simmons hands it off Yakimelli, going up the middle, right into the arms of Tywan Malone, defensive lineman, who wrestles him to the ground around the 23-yard line.
Here it's the Boo Birds. They want to throw him.
Second charge. Team timeout, Ohio State.
Yeah, they weren't happy with that play
30-second
call.
timeout.
Of course, the Wisconsin fan base has not been happy about very much regarding this football team.
0-3 in the Big Ten, that'll do it.
Yeah, and their Big Ten losing streak dates back into last year. I don't have the exact number right in front of me. I think it's like 7 consecutive conference games they've lost dating back into last year.
Luke Fickle in his second year. His record, 15-17. Overall, he's 78-42 in his 10th year as a head coach. Did a fabulous job at Cincinnati.
He sure did. Got the Bearcats into the college football playoff. And, of course, part of a couple of national championships as an assistant coach at Ohio State. 2nd and 8, Wisconsin with the ball at their own 22-yard line with a minute exactly to play until halftime. But this Wisconsin roster has been hit by significant injuries, most notably to their projected starting quarterback, Billy Edwards, who transferred here from Maryland. 2nd and 8, Wisconsin to their own 22-yard line. Yakimelli off the right hip of quarterback Hunter Simmons. Kekahuna moving in motion. Give will go to Yakimelli, running straight ahead. He'll be dropped at the 27-yard line by linebacker Arvell Reese. That's the Wisconsin 27.
Buckeyes use their final
Third and
timeout.
final. Team timeout, Ohio State.
You got to think that Luke Fickle and his staff just trying to avoid anything bad happening here.
Yeah. Now it's 3rd and 4. And if they don't convert, they'll be able to take approximately 35-40 seconds off the clock here.
There's 55 seconds on the game clock.
Yeah, so Ohio State just have a little bit of time, maybe a Hail Mary type shot down the field, depending if their punter keeps punting it 52 yards.
17-0 Ohio State leading. Julian Sand, a 33-yard TD pass to Carnell Tate. Jaden Fielding, a 38-yard field goal. Sand to Tate, 10 yards for a score, and then Fielding just a few moments ago missed on a 38-yard field goal try. This is, of course, in 3rd down, 4 to go. Wisconsin with the ball at their own 26. Well, both teams have gotten whatever message they needed from their sidelines. They come to the middle of the field here.
Buckeyes with 4 down linemen, got 2 defensive tackles. McDonald and Houston inside, Jackson and Curry at ends.
Hunter Simmons in a shotgun. Cade Yakimelli tailback next to him in the backfield. Tight end Mason moving in motion. Snap to Simmons, hands Yakimelli going right side, bumps off of one of his own teammates, and then safety Caleb Downs drops him at the 28-yard line.
And he's short.
And that was because he bumped off of one of his linemen is what caused that to be a problem.
It's going to be 4th and 1 now.
And the Badgers ostensibly will send their punting unit in with 34 seconds, 33 and counting. So they're going
to take it out, take the penalty, back them up 5.
And eat up
or
as much
use a
time.
timeout with 1 second to go.
Brandon Innes is back for Ohio State around the 26. And the chants of the fans' displeasure with the Wisconsin head coach are erupting around the Camp Randall Stadium stands here.
Looks like that is Sean West out there, the orange shoes on, Paul.
Okay.
Second charged. Team timeout, Wisconsin.
Who has not
30
punted
seconds.
prior to today.
He's from America, too.
Is
Madison.
Well, let's stop the presses. Somebody not from Australia?
Local guy.
Yeah. So Sean West has been punting. Again, nobody tells us anything, Jim.
Well, Bertrands is out there. Well, no, it's 46.
Okay. So if these stats are correct, whatever these punts are he's hit today have been his first of the year, and he's hit some good ones if he's been repeatedly the punter. 17-0, Ohio State with a lead.
10 seconds left to go. Not much to do here.
No. Nick Levy, the long snapper, will be positioned over the ball for Wisconsin to their own 29-yard line. So Sean West is at his own 16 to await the snap. Brandon Innes for Ohio State around the Buckeye 26 to await the punt. Everybody looking all around in all directions now. Levy ready to snap the ball. Gets it shoulder high to Sean West, and he nearly had it blocked, but he gets it away. Innes will wave forward and make a fair catch at the Ohio State 18-yard line, which is 4 seconds remaining in the half, so not really much of anything that the Buckeyes are going to be able to do other than take one snap, take a knee.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yes, with a 17-0 lead.
53-yard punt there
I
for
tell you
Sean
what,
West.
well, the change has been good, apparently. It's been well received. That's even though the fans weren't happy that they punted, they have to like the results they've gotten from it. 17-0 Ohio State with a lead. Buckeyes will get the ball to start the third quarter. They'll have one snap with 4 seconds remaining here to end the second quarter at Camp Randall Stadium.
Well, the defense shows up, gets a 3 and out, forces a punt.
You get a couple of running backs and a receiver that'll surround quarterback Julian Sain. He'll take the snap from Carson Hinsman and take a knee. And that'll end the half with Ohio State leading Wisconsin 17-0. Stay tuned, Skip Mossick. With our halftime show coming up next, this is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The Donato's Pep Duo Pizza is back, and it brought a pal. The Donato's Pep Duo, loaded with crispy pepperoni and 3 kinds of cheese. Now get a large Pep Duo pizza for just $14.99. Also back, Donato's deliciously dippable pepperoni cheese bread. Now on the $5 Pizza Pals menu for a limited time. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's, gotta love more.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Welcome to the Buckeye Football Halftime Show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
17-0. Ohio State leads Wisconsin. Halftime here in Madison. Joined, as always, by Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork. First of all, beautiful day here in Madison. We've been coming here a lot of years. You don't get many like this.
Is this September or October? No, we'll take it. No, we've had great weather all year, so we may get punished down the stretch, but no, what a great day for college football.
Saw a lot of Buckeye fans. I know fans travel, every fan base travels, but your other side, you see Ohio State compete with everybody else?
No, absolutely. Obviously, a lot of red today, a lot of scarlet, so it's hard to see all the Buckeyes, but I know when we were pulling in, when the team was pulling in, the streets were lined with Buckeye fans just greeting our team as we came into the stadium. So just, love our fan base and love how they travel and support our guys.
Ross, wanted to get some updates on some facilities back specifically at Ohio Stadium. What can you update everybody on the 1922 club?
Yeah, we actually started construction on that. We started clearing out. There's like an office space complex in the east side of the stadium that not many people know about. There's kind of some green windows over there. If you actually go behind those windows, there's a big space in there. So we started clearing that out. We'll start to do demo. That construction project will be done by August of 2026. We're working on technology upgrades, so ribbon boards, video boards. I don't know if we can do all of it by fall of 26 because one of them is a big project. The South End Zone video board is a big project. We're doing a premium seating install in the South End Zone along the field level. If we sit here and look at Camp Randall here, they have an end zone complex. That's a trend now. So, again, trying to maybe monetize a few spaces. And then we're actually doing a comprehensive master plan of the entire stadium. We know we have to upgrade restrooms, concessions, concourses, wayfinding. We need a loading dock for our stadium. We're taking the TV trucks that are parked on the west side, and we're building a compound to tuck those out of the way, and we gain more parking spots. So there's a lot of little things. It's not just one big thing. And then we're going to do a seating study. What's the right capacity? What's the right mixture of premium? How can we actually lower prices in sections? We're doing a comprehensive review of all of it. So Ohio Stadium never sleeps. The process on that never sleeps, and we're constantly trying to make sure we stay on the cutting edge.
When you start creating those field level suites, I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, okay, let's just do this, but I'm sure it's an old building as far as making sure, what all goes into from idea to actually making it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's really that. It's concept to planning, studying, to engineers, to what's the visual impact of that, what's it going to look like, how's it going to fit into the stadium, right? Does it fit historical context? If we touch anything around the rotunda, that's a whole nother conversation as far as historical, aspects of touching that building. So there's a lot of pieces and parts to it. I'm at the point where, again, we have a lot of ideas. Now we need to do it. Now we need to engage. Now we need to activate planning. We need to get some things out there. But it's also a comprehensive athletic master plan. We need to get the ice arena off the ground in terms of the financing and the funding and the modeling of that. We need to look at our athletic district, what comes next over there. What happens eventually to St. John and French Fieldhouse and that whole corridor. There's so many opportunities that we can look into. This year at the Shot, people are going to see a new court. They're going to see a new lighting system that I think will add more ambiance, to the Schottenstein Center. So facilities are constant. We're always trying to evolve and make sure we have the best of the best.
One last thing on Ohio Stadium, Ross. I mean, it's used for other things during the spring and summer months. Let's talk outdoor concerts a little bit. And while it's great to have those, does that set behind any construction as far as when those come in?
You have to work around it, right? We just announced Luke Combs will be at the Shoe in April. We'll have Buckeye Country Superfest. We'll announce those acts here pretty soon. And then we're actually working on potentially up to 4 more different events in the Shoe. So we know when we have to install the South End Zone, so we have to work around that. But look, we want to monetize. We want to be kind of a gateway to Columbus by having the Shoe, be so proactive with events and everything. And people, they love being in there. Again, it's a great setting on so many, whether it's concert, show, international soccer. We're working on all that.
Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork, we always appreciate your time.
All right,
in the
second half. Here we go. Go Bucks.
17-0. Ohio State with the lead halftime here at Wisconsin. Up next, we'll spend a couple of minutes with Ohio State President Ted Carter. That's next. This is Buckeye Football from Learfield.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
a team that studies the unique makeup of your disease to develop a personalized treatment plan.
You're choosing our region's only comprehensive cancer center designated by the National Cancer Institute.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans, it's Polk Heels for Window Nation. Columbus, did you know you can get 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game if you replace all the windows in your home with Window Nation? This month, they're offering 50% off all window styles, plus no payments for 2 whole years. That's right, no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest until 2027. Get big savings, plus 1-day installation with Window Nation, a proud partner of Ohio State Athletics. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com today.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Again, halftime here in Madison. Ohio State 17, Wisconsin nothing. Skip Mossick joined now by Ohio State President Ted Carter. Great to visit again. I mean, it's hard to believe back home we're officially halfway through the fall semester. How's the academic year been so far?
Skip, it's always great to see you again. And, it's flying by. I just couldn't be more pleased with how we started the year and the momentum that our students, faculty, and staff have built. I know they're working hard, and I want to give them a special shout-out. For our fans, they should know enrollment is up. We're 67,000 plus students across our 5 campuses. Once again, we are ranked among the nation's best universities at number 15 against all the publics. We're getting closer to opening the new university hospital that's going to take healthcare in Ohio to the next level. And we're making progress on our goal to invest in academic excellence, from artificial intelligence to agriculture to business to STEM. We just rolled out 3 new financial aid programs to open the door to an Ohio State education to even more young people. And of course, our fall sports programs are off to a really strong start. We're in growth and investment mode, and it's a great time to be at Ohio State.
Well, speaking of which, you're coming up now on 2 full years as president. What's something that maybe some are not aware of or know about Ohio State?
Well, first and foremost, that we exist for Ohioans. That's a phrase we use a lot around the office because it's who we are. We're here to make life better for people in every corner of our state. People are sometimes surprised to hear how many of our students actually come from right here in Ohio, all 88 counties. In fact, 68% of this year's first-year class came from Ohio, and that's a great point of pride for us. But overall, 72% of our 67,000 students are from the great state of Ohio. And people don't always recognize just how affordable we make higher education here at Ohio State. The costs of college get talked about a lot these days. 57% of our bachelor's degree recipients graduate now with no loan debt whatsoever. And of course, I want every student to know that whatever your family circumstances, there's a path for you at Ohio State.
Well, let's talk about research for a moment. Tell us about some of the work that your faculty does and the research that they do that really has, practical applications for everyday life.
Absolutely. University research can seem kind of like a nebulous concept, but I guarantee everyone listening right now has been touched by Ohio State research in some way. So here's an example. We're all familiar with the orange triangle that indicates a slow-moving vehicle. Well, a lot of people don't know that symbol came out of an Ohio State study of fatal tractor accidents. So, we're a leader in organ transplants. Today, 13,200 solid organ transplants have happened just over the past 60 years. That includes an organ donation chain this year that gave 10 recipients a new lease on life, one of the largest ever done by a single institution. And right now, our scientists at the Wexner Medical Center are pioneering methods to use AI to improve detection of an aggressive form of breast cancer that could lead to better treatments and ultimately more saved lives. We talk about our goal to increase research activity at Ohio State to $2 billion, up from roughly $1.6 billion last year. That would put us in the some of the most elite company in the nation, and that's an impressive number. But what really matters is the impact that number represents. From the food you eat, to the health care you receive, to the roads you drive on, and the technology that we all use, Ohio State research is the most likely part of your day-to-day life, and that's our mission as a land-grant university.
It's Ohio State President Ted Carter. Thanks as always for joining us and for the information. We'll chat again in 2 weeks back home in Columbus, okay?
Yeah, I hope the team enjoys a well-earned bye week. Excited to host Penn State when we come back home. Go Bucks!
Again, the score here at the half, Ohio State 17, Wisconsin nothing. We'll check your college football scoreboard next. This is Buckeye Football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Listen up, Buckeye Nation. Tailgates, busy mornings, even meal prep. Ohio Eggs fit every game plan. Packed with healthy protein, easy to prepare, and always a crowd pleaser. Ohio Eggs are the MVP of your plate. When you add a dozen eggs to your cart, you're not just buying breakfast. You're getting 1.5 pounds of protein-rich food for nutritious meals, quick snacks, and game day favorites. All in one carton. Thanks to Ohio farmers, more than 11 billion nutritious eggs are produced in the Buckeye State every year. Your playbook for delicious meals starts at ohioeggs.com.
Hey Buckeyes, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Ohio State t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Ohio State in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Buckeye football lives here. The Fan. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Again, halftime here in Madison. Ohio State 17, Wisconsin nothing. Skip Mossick with a quick check of your college football scoreboard. Games in progress in the Big Ten. Fourth quarter in Evanston. Northwestern 19, Purdue nothing. They're now in a weather delay in Bloomington. They've completed the first half. Indiana leads Michigan State 21-10. Games in progress in the top 25. Halftime, Ole Miss leads at Georgia by 1, 21-20. Second quarter, Texas Tech 7, Arizona State 6. And in the second, it is Memphis 14, UAB 10. Again, at the half, Ohio State 17, Wisconsin nothing. Paul and Jim back to preview the second half next. This is Buckeye Football from Learfield.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Hosting a passionate crew of Buckeye fans? Revamp your rec room for an epic watch party with power reclining sofas, massaging recliners, entertainment centers, and coffee tables from Bob's. They even have sofas with drop-down tables for snacks and bevs. Shop in-store or online to score big on an incredible game day setup at Bob's everyday low prices. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
DirecTV is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Stream the Buckeyes satellite free on DirecTV. Visit directtv.com today to learn more. Halftime in Madison, 17-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin.
Yeah, here's some of the stats at halftime, Paul. Ohio State's had 14 first downs. They've rushed 9 times for 35 yards. They've passed for 235 yards, 35 plays for 270 yards. Wisconsin, 4 first downs. They've had 16 rushes for 20 yards. They've passed for 49 yards, 24 offensive plays for 69 yards. Ohio State has 3 penalties for 20 yards. Wisconsin, 1. Individually now for Ohio State, Julian Sayin, 23 of 26 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, 6 catches, 52 yards. Max Clare, 5 for 29. Carnell Tate, 4 for 85. 2 of those for touchdowns.
Again, the score at the half, 17-0. Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Buckeye fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a champ or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. 17-0, Ohio State leading Wisconsin with the second half about to start. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
Coach, what will you want to establish in this second half?
Just more consistency on offense. They're a good defense, and they're not going to give you anything. So you got to continue to sustain drives and stay focused. We got to make sure we play better in the second half than we did last week.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Each first down that Ohio State picks up today is brought to you by Kroger. A reminder that Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. 17-0, Ohio State with the lead over Wisconsin. We did find out through the halftime stat sheet that the Badgers used a couple of punters. Sean West punted 4. Atticus Bertram's punted once. And somehow or another got by both of us that Isaiah West had a carry for 14 yards for Ohio State. That must have been the one we thought was Donaldson, Jim.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Paul. Caleb Downs is their leading tackler at halftime. He's got 6. Arvell Reese with 4. Matt Young for Wisconsin's their leading tackler with 4.
And Ohio State will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter. Brandon Innes is back deep. I'm going to assume that's C.J. Donaldson, the other returner?
Yep.
Okay. Those duplicate numbers keep us guessing sometimes. I would not think.
Bryce.
Yeah. Bryce West. But we never know. And for Wisconsin, Nathaniel Vakos, their place kicker, will be doing the kicking off.
All this is just our best guesses.
It is. Again, the guys that do the NFL, they don't have to worry about this with the duplicate numbers.
Nope.
So the third quarter will begin with Wisconsin kicking right to left. The Buckeyes returning left to right, leading 17-0. And Vakos with a line drive kick. That one's going to land in the end zone. Julian Sayin, 2 touchdown passes, 33 yards and 10 yards, both to Carnell Tate. Jaden Fielding is 1 for 2 on field goals. He hit a 38-yarder and he missed one from the same distance. So let's see what the Ohio State offense, in trying to get that consistency Coach Day talked about, can do.
Yeah, they're going to pretty much have the same starting line that started the ball game. Tegra Shabola was subbed out a few times with Josh Padilla at that right guard spot, but he's back in there right now. But better half than last week, Coach Day won, so take this drive down and score.
Bo Jackson will open at tailback, and he'll be to the left of quarterback Julian Sand. 1st and 10, Ohio State, operating from their own 25 and leading 17-0. Now Jackson shifts behind Sand in a pistol formation. Carson Hinsman, the center, over the ball, snaps to Julian Sand, feeds it. Bo Jackson running left side to his own 25, taken down at his own 29-yard line by corner Emilio Agard.
Quick gain of 5, running behind the left side of that line. Wilcast Merrick, number 89, had a good block on the edge.
Jackson's been the leading rusher for Ohio State in their last 5 games, 2nd and 5. Buckeyes at their own 30. Sand out of the shotgun is going to toss a quick one on the right side. Caught Jeremiah Smith at his own 34, taken down at the Ohio State 35 by corner Ricardo Hallman. And that's enough for an Ohio State first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Yeah, first down, number 15 for the Buckeyes. Are picking up where they left off. Jeremiah Smith, 7 catches. His career high is 9. He had that at Oregon back last October against the Ducks. So he's in that territory to maybe break his record of catches in a game.
5 consecutive games coming into today with the TD. He's not had one yet.
That's right.
First down, Ohio State at their own 35, leading 17-0 early third quarter. Sand looking to throw, pressure coming. Sand tosses middle of the field. Caught Bo Jackson, races to the 50, taken down at the 48 of Wisconsin is Bo Jackson by linebacker Cooper Catalano. And up the middle of the field, that nets another Ohio State first down.
Boy, Bo Jackson was wide open on that play.
Sure
there wasn't
was.
a Wisconsin defender within 5-6 yards of him. I saw it. Julian Sand saw it, and he delivered a perfect pass.
Sure did. Ball put at the Wisconsin 49-yard line. 13-36 and counting third quarter, where it's 1st and 10 for Ohio State, just past midfield. Jackson remains in the backfield to the left of quarterback Julian Sand, who gets the snap. Sand looking, steps up through the pocket, grabbed, slips out of the hold of a defender and dives forward. Gets maybe to the 47 of Wisconsin. There was a defender, that Reiger, who had a hold of him by the foot gear, the linebacker. But Sand was able to wiggle out and move a little further up to the 48 of Wisconsin.
Well, this Buckeye offense has only given up 2 sacks all year. That was close to getting a sack, but Julian Sand was able to pull out of that arm tackle and get positive yards on that last play.
Mason Reiger, an outside linebacker and a transfer from Louisville, missed all of last year with injury. 2nd and 9, Ohio State at the Wisconsin 48-yard line. Smith wide left, Tate wide right. Tight end Kazmarek right under the line. Under center is Julian Sand. Feeds it now to the running back, moving to the right side, and I believe that's Isaiah West who's going to be piled up and stopped right at about the line of scrimmage, the 49 or the 48 of Wisconsin. The Badgers had that one piled up right in the middle of play, and then there for Wisconsin to help bring that to the stop was Corey Walker, outside linebacker.
Yeah, it was a gang tackle there. Several Wisconsin Badgers involved in that tackle, so the Buckeyes have some work to do here on third down for the game. Ohio State's 2 of 5 on third down conversions.
This is 3rd and 9 to the Badger 48. C.J. Donaldson in to replace West at tailback. Tate and Ennis wide left. Smith goes wide to the right with Clare. On third down, Ohio State to the Wisconsin 48. Julian Sand is going to heave it up top. Penalty flag out as Sand throws. It's caught by Donaldson, tackled at the 44 of Wisconsin in the middle of the field. But Matthew Traynor, safety, made that tackle, but a penalty flag came out as the ball was snapped.
Yeah, I don't know if we had some people moving there on that line of scrimmage, but their flag was dropped on the Wisconsin sideline right near the line of scrimmage when Ohio State snapped the ball.
Illegal formation, 5 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. It's going to be 4th down.
So the 11:58 to play here in the third quarter. The 4th down ostensibly will have Ohio State set to punt.
Yeah, we'll see. Keeping their offense out there. No. What's going on here?
Yeah. Well,
it was a legal formation, and they gave us 5 yards, right, Paul? I mean,
they took the play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Declined it.
So to be 4th and 4, Ohio State at the 43 of Wisconsin. Donaldson remains at tailback to the right of quarterback Julian Sand. 4 receiver package. Sand back to throw. Sets at the 50. Looks and throws up the left side of the field for Tate. And he's got it. Stepping out of bounds at the 24 of Wisconsin, Carnell Tate. He got behind the defensive back, Austin Brown, the safety. And that's a first down pickup to Carnell Tate up the left side, presented by Kroger.
How good was that?
Beautiful.
Excellent route. Excellent throw by Julian Sand. And what can you say about Carnell Tate?
He's had a day. 2 touchdown catches and an impressive one right there.
Strong fingertips.
Must be. 11-16 and counting third quarter. 1st and 10, Ohio State with a ball at the 24 of Wisconsin, converting on 4th and short. Tate will go wide left, Smith wide right, Ennis slot right. Tight end Claire off the left side of the line. Jackson in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sand. And Sand, quick gun up the left side, caught Tate, knocked out of bounds around the 17 of Wisconsin. Right there on the left sideline as they keep working on that defensive back. I believe that was Agard Corner who was covering over there. Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Luke Fickle's probably second-guessing himself, thinking I should have took that penalty.
Yeah, 2nd and 3. Ohio State at the 17 of Wisconsin. Snap to Julian Sand. Hands to Bo Jackson. Hit right away, slowed, and he's going to be stopped at the 21-yard line. Boy, Wisconsin was able to get a couple of defenders back there. And Christian Allegro, linebacker, got in there to finish that play off.
Yeah, he had a run-through right away at the line of scrimmage. Christian Allegro, the linebacker, was working against the right tackle, Austin Sarabell, and Sarabell thought he was going to go inside. Bo Jackson cut it behind him, and waiting for him was Christian Allegro.
3rd and 7, Ohio State at Wisconsin's 21. Ennis wide left, Tate and Smith wide right. Jackson behind Sand in a pistol. 3rd and 7, Ohio State at the 21 of Wisconsin with 10 minutes to play third quarter, 17-0 Buckeyes leading. Sand looks like he may be changing the play. Sand with a snap, hands Jackson running left side, in trouble and stop for a loss back at the Wisconsin 29-yard line. And back there was Darrell Peterson, senior linebacker from Akron-Hoban High School, to make that play behind the line of scrimmage.
He just blew right by Max Clare
Prior to the ball being snapped, false start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Huh.
So that was a 3rd and 7. It'll make it 3rd and 11, 12 yards.
Yes. So that was Philip Daniels who was guilty of that. 3rd and 12 with the ball moved back now to the 26 of Wisconsin.
Got to clean up these penalties.
Yeah. Bo Jackson leaves. C.J. Donaldson in at tailback. Under 10 minutes to play, third quarter. 17-0 Ohio State leading. Clare and Smith off the line to the left. Tate and Ennis off the line to the right. Now they'll break wider to the right with Julian Sand in the gun and Donaldson to his right. Sand maybe changing the play. 3rd and 12, Ohio State at Wisconsin's 26. Shifting all over. Snap to Sand. Looks to throw. Stops now, starts sliding to the right side. Sand, a defender behind him. Sand at the 30 of Wisconsin, throws where it's caught at the 19 and going out of bounds is Ennis making the catch with a defender right there to harass him. Cooper Catalano, linebacker. It shortens the 4th down proposition, and it'll bring Jaden Fielding out for a field goal.
Yep, see if he can put it between the uprights. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Both tries, successful and missed, were from 38 yards. This ball is going to be put down at the 25, 26, 27, so it'll be a 37-yard try for kicker Jaden Fielding.
Kicking from the right hash.
Snapper John Furman over the ball at the 18 of Wisconsin. McGuire is at the 27-yard line to spot it. Furman is ready, snaps, McGuire spots, Fielding with a kick. It is in the air, headed toward the uprights, and that one goes right through for a 37-yard field goal to increase Ohio State's lead to 20-0 over Wisconsin. 8:42 to play third quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timeout on the field. Jaden Fielding's 37-yard field goal has given Ohio State a 20-0 lead over Wisconsin. 8:42 to play third quarter. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through November 3rd, get 1.75 APR financing or $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro or lease a 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for $409 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax title and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, getting ahead in this world is not as complicated as it might seem. Having the early guidance and counsel of your community banker, one who knows you and your family's story, can make a great deal of difference. Relationships matter. Bank on community banking. I'm Scott McComb, coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Each Buckeye defensive third down this half is brought to you by Corson Fire and Security. Protecting life and property since 1946. From knowledgeable salespeople to highly trained technicians, Corson provides the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Ohio. Learn more at Corson.com. 37-yard field goal by Jaden Fielding has given Ohio State a 20-0 lead here at Wisconsin with 8:42 to play in the third quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 11 plays, 57 yards, 6:18 off the clock. On the sidelines with Tyler Danberg.
Ohio State's offensive lineman made a big circle around Ryan Day where he spent some time with an iPad in his hand going over what happened on that previous possession. Offensive line coach Tyler Bowen said it was unit we need to focus.
Well, the focus is on Jaden Fielding right now. He's 2 for 3 on field goals today. A 37-yarder, a 38-yarder, a missed 38-yard try. But he will kick off. Vinny Anthony and Cade Iacomelli are the deep returners for Wisconsin. And that ball will land in the end zone for a touchback. Big day here at Camp Randall Stadium. They are honoring 3 teams that won Rose Bowl championships, 1993, 1998, and 1999, with Barry Alvarez, their former head coach and former athletic director here at Wisconsin, on hand. Those were some fantastic teams they had.
They were a tough out back in that day. Barry Alvarez, a heck of a football coach, and brought them to a level that they hadn't been at in a while.
Which is why, Jim, some people will say he may have done the best coaching job ever in the history of the Big Ten, with as bad as they were.
Yep.
25-yard line of Wisconsin is where the Badgers start with the football. Hunter Simmons, the quarterback, works out of an empty backfield. Simmons gets the snap, sets up to throw. Fires, and that ball's deflected and falls incomplete in the middle of the field. It would appear that Taiwan Malone, defensive lineman, got his mitts on that ball.
Very active inside Taiwan Malone. Each game you can see him grow, get better and better and better. And that time he got a hand up and was able to tip that pass.
Senior from Jamesburg, New Jersey, and a transfer from Ole Miss. He was raising his hands, waving and celebrating as if he was the one who did so we'll assume so. 2nd and 10, Wisconsin at their own 25. Cade Iacomelli in at tailback, next to quarterback Hunter Simmons. Simmons with the snap. He's going to throw again. Pressure coming. Simmons looks. He fires up the left sideline and overthrows his intended receiver, where corner Davison Igbinosun was covering Eugene Hilton.
Yeah, really no chance. That pass was 5 or 6 yards past Hilton there. Davidson Igbinosun had great coverage on that play. Just never let him get loose down the sideline. And here we go, 3rd and 10.
You know, Jim, you mentioned earlier you thought Dylan Jones might be hurt. We haven't seen him since like halfway through the second quarter.
I thought I saw him walking in the locker room. I guess he didn't get back out, or it's not healthy.
3rd and 10. Wisconsin at their 25 with 8.5 to play. Third quarter, 20-0, Ohio State leading. Hunter Simmons in the shotgun. Iacomelli, his tailback, motions out to the right. And Simmons looking to throw to the right. Simmons with some time, now rolling backwards to his right, throws where it is caught. Vinny Anthony is dropped at the 29 of Wisconsin by safety Jalen McClain, well short of a first down conversion.
Yeah, and they're not even talking about going for it. They're going to send that punter out there and punt it away again.
And that'll give the fans another reason to express their displeasure. Sean West will be out there to punt. He had, during the first half, punted 4 times. Atticus Bertram's punted once.
So this will be punt number 6 for the Badgers.
And back will be Brandon Innes for Ohio State. Those punts for West were his first of the season. The earlier ones he had today. Levy, the long snapper, will hike it from the 30-yard line. Knee high, but West gets it, boots it away with the right foot. Brandon Innes creeps up on it, watches it bounce. It's going to bounce behind the 20, roll inside the 15. He'll pick it up at the 10, elude one defender at the 11, elude some more, get to the 15, and he's going to go down around the 17-yard line. Wisconsin able to get that play made by Aaron Witt, a backup linebacker. Buckeye football brought to you in part by Encova Insurance for auto and home, encircling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 7:36 to play, third quarter here in Madison. Timeout on the field, 20-0. Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, Encova's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. You can trust their team of agents to develop a strategy that's just right for you. And it's not just X's and O's. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
When you need urgent care, there are many choices, but there's only one advanced level of urgent care, led by Ohio State Emergency Medicine Physicians. Ohio State Advanced Urgent Care. When you need care fast, the choice is clear. 7:36 left in the third quarter here at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin. Top-ranked Ohio State leading the Wisconsin Badgers 20-0.
Well, last week, Iowa Hawkeyes rushed for 210 yards against this Badger defense. So far today, Ohio State's rushed for 37, 2.8 yards per play. Good news is Julian Sains passed for 295 yards. He's only missed 3 passes.
Yeah, you take what they give you. This Wisconsin defense coming into the game, 5th best in the Big Ten, averaging just 97.5 yards yielded per ground game. But Ohio State has been able to exercise things through the air. A couple of TD passes, Julian Sain to Carnell Tate, a couple of field goals by Jaden Fielding.
Yeah, take what they give you. That's a good positive attitude there, Paul.
Thank you, Jim. Always appreciate that. 1st and 10. Ohio State with the ball at their own 17-yard line. Quarterback Julian Sain working in a shotgun. He'll get the snap. Hand it off. Bo Jackson running to the right side. Had some blocking help, but it disappears. He scoots up to the 15 and is knocked down at the 16-yard line. He gets dropped by safety Matt Young of Wisconsin.
Ran 30 yards sideways there and lost a yard. Yeah, that's not good. Tried to run a counter action, pulled the backside guard. In this case, Luke Montgomery from the left guard to the right there. The outside linebacker kind of came inside, so he tried to log him, so they break it outside, but just not opening up enough holes to get any running game going.
It could have been worse. 2nd and 11. Ohio State at their 16-yard line. James Peoples is in at tailback now. He's off the right hip of quarterback Julian Sain. And Sain gets the snap, sets up at his 8 to pass. Pressure coming. Sain eludes a couple. No, he goes down. Dropped at the 12-yard line, and it was corner Emilio Agard who got in there to drop Sain for a sack.
Yeah, they came on a corner blitz there, and we didn't get good blocks by the right side of our offensive line. Had immediate pressure put inside. Julian Sain stepped up. Didn't get a good block there by James Peoples. And the Buckeyes give up their 3rd sack of the year.
3rd and 15 with the ball at the 12 on Ohio State's own side of the field. Smith and Tate and Clare all wide left, wide to the right. No, Smith is wide to the right. Snap to Sain, who drops back at his 2 to pass. Julian Sain looks, fires middle of the field. Caught by Jeremiah Smith at the Ohio State 25. Tackled at the 27. Ball came out. Looks like the officials may have blown the play dead, but there could be a question right around the Ohio State 27-yard line.
Yeah, that would be enough for a first down, I think.
Mason Reeker, linebacker, was one of the
down on the ground before the bar came loose.
It was one of the defenders in there right away, along with safety Austin Brown, but a fortunate play, fortunate break, we should say, for Ohio State. Ball marked at their own 27. So the drive will continue for the Buckeyes, who lead at 20-0 with 5:45 to play third quarter. Carnell Tate goes wide to the left with Bennett Christian as well as Wilkaz Merrick. Jeremiah Smith started right. Might they be ready to review?
The ruling on the field is a first down. That play is under further review.
Are they reviewing whether he gained the first down or whether the fumble was recovered or whether it was a lost fumble?
Well, it looks like he got the first down.
This official review, by the way, brought to you by AAA. Become a AAA Buckeye MVP member today at AAA.com/Buckeyes. Well, we'll find out. They will explain it to us one way or the other. Of course, Ohio State, after this game today, they enjoy their second bye next weekend before they host Penn State 2 weeks from today. Kickoff time yet to be announced. After this game, Wisconsin travels to Eugene where they'll face the Oregon Ducks. So the officiating crew is reviewing. Well, they didn't tell us exactly what they're going to review.
Whether he got the first down, I thought.
Well, okay.
Yep.
We mentioned it earlier, and taking a quick glance here, Jim. Ohio State and Wisconsin do not play again based on the existing Big Ten schedules until 2028 when the Badgers come to Columbus.
You think Luke Fickle will still be the coach?
Do I think so? I hope so, but it doesn't seem very likely with the way things are going.
Got a tough road this year.
Very tough. And again, a lot of it has been exacerbated by injuries. The third straight year their projected starting quarterback has been injured. Billy Edwards was hurt early in the season.
And seems like athletic directors and boosters are a little quicker with the trigger now.
And a lot of that seems, Jim, to be, too, because they want to get a head start on the hiring process.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Well, the big scoreboard here is showing the play being made. The officials are still ordering pizza.
His knee down is right at the line. If anything, it's 4th and inches, and I don't trust our running game right now.
The ruling on the field has changed. The runner's knee was down with possession of the football at the 26.5-yard line. 4th down and a half yard at the 26.5.
All right. So let's see what Ryan Day and the coaching staff decide to do. It looks like, Jim, they're going to go for it. With Julian Sand and the offense coming back out there.
Quarterback sneak.
Yep. 5:38 on the third quarter scoreboard. 20-0. Ohio State leading. We're going to see offset eye. Roberts and Donaldson behind Sand, who's under center Carson Hinsman. 4th and short from the Ohio State 26.5.
Hard count?
Yes, Sand stepping away from center. Roberts will now move to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Sand takes the snap, goes straight ahead. He'll get the first down as they push the pile forward to about the 27 of Wisconsin.
I don't know why they didn't have a nose guard there. I mean, that didn't make sense to me for Wisconsin. They kind of gave that up, but Ohio State took it. They looked like they were going to do it, and then they motioned Nate Roberts, a freshman tight end, out to the left, and then they decided to run it and picked it up.
At
Easy.
the 28, the Ohio State 28. 3 wide to the left. Single receiver Smith to the right for quarterback Julian Sand, who's got Bo Jackson to his left in the backfield. 1st and 10, Ohio State from their own 28. Sand gets the snap, fakes the handoff, slings it out on the left side, incomplete for Carnell Tate at the 31. Just threw it too wide of him where he was covered by corner Ricardo Holman.
Carnell Tate has 6 receptions on the ball game, 2 of those for touchdowns, 111 yards for Carnell on those 6 catches.
Junior from Chicago. He had a 2-touchdown game in Chicago last year at Wrigley Field against Northwestern. So 2nd and 10, Ohio State at their own 28. 4:48 on the third quarter scoreboard. Tate goes wide left, Smith off the line to the right. Jackson behind quarterback, Sand in a pistol. Sand with a snap, fakes a handoff. Blitzer coming at him, he eludes it, screens it out left side. Jackson gets to the 35 of Ohio State to the 40, and it'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A first down secured as that stop gets made by Wisconsin's defender, Tackett Curtis, linebacker, but the chains move for an Ohio State first down.
Just an excellent job by Julian Stay extending that play with his feet, buying some extra time. He felt pressure coming off from his right side, was able to move up into the pocket and into the left to find Bo Jackson.
So Ohio State at their own 44, continuing this drive with a little more than 4 minutes to play third quarter. 20-0, Ohio State leading. Snap to Sand out of the shotgun, handed to Bo Jackson, speeding straight ahead to the 50, dropped to the Wisconsin 49-yard line, and he is stopped by safety Austin Brown, but Bo Jackson running with some authority.
Yeah, and there was some authority by the offensive line. I saw 3 Badgers on their backs.
So to be 2nd and 3, Ohio State, the Wisconsin 49. Buckeyes get on the ball in the hurry. Sayin gets the snap out of the gun. He's going to pass. Looks and he heaves that one deep down the right sideline for Jeremiah Smith inside the 5. Incomplete around the 5-yard line. And Ricardo Hallman, cornerback, there step for step with Jeremiah Smith down the right sideline.
Yeah, it's the second time Jeremiah turned into the defender there. He couldn't make the play. Didn't want Hallman to make the play. Hallman's yelling at the officials for offensive pass interference on that play. Luke Fickle seems to be joining that argument with the official on the sideline.
So to be 3rd and 3, Ohio State to the Wisconsin 49-yard line. Buckeyes have maintained possession for a lot of the time here in the third quarter.
Yes, they have.
3:42 on the clock. 3rd and 3, Buckeyes to the Wisconsin 49. Bo Jackson remains in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin, who's in the shotgun. Sayin back to pass, looks up the left side, throws left side, caught by Porter, who runs it up to the 30 of Wisconsin and pushed out of bounds around the Wisconsin 25 by safety Austin Brown. But Quincy Porter, the freshman, with a big catch, slipping up the left side to give the Buckeyes another first down.
Well, let's see if they can score a TD in the red zone. They've been in the red zone several times, settled for 2 field goals and a missed field goal. Turn those into touchdowns.
I believe that's the second catch for the freshman Quincy Porter today.
You're right.
Which gives him 3 on the season. So it is 1st and 10, Ohio State at the Wisconsin 27-yard line. Buckeyes leading by a score of 20-0. Handoff Isaiah. No, he's keeping it. Sayin running straight ahead to the 20 and goes down at the 19-yard line. He went down in front of safety Matt Young. But Sayin with a nice fake on a quarterback run to get the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
You saw that out of Will Howard a little bit last year. This time on the read, he keeps it, pulls it. Wisconsin collapsed on the back. Isaiah West and Julian Sayin picks it up and rushes for 8 yards.
To get it to the 19 of Wisconsin with 2:40 and counting, third quarter. Sayin, the up man in a pistol. Isaiah West behind him, a tailback. Snap to Sayin. Hands it off West, who goes around right side, splits it into the 10 to the 5 and knocked down at the 4-yard line. Isaiah West, as he split defenders before he was finally stopped by safety Austin Brown, and the Buckeyes 1st and goal inside the 5.
Isaiah West out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, getting some extended playing time in Game 7 for Ohio State and looking good doing it.
Hit that hole in a hurry.
Got the longest run of the day, 15 yards. He has 3 carries now for 29.
So to be 1st and goal, Ohio State at the 4 of Wisconsin. Isaiah West off the right hip of quarterback Julian Sayin. Wide to the right are Tate and Smith. Tight end Christian to the right side. Snap to Sayin. Hands it to West, wiggling his way up the middle, and he's going to be dropped at about the 2-yard line as Wisconsin was ready for Isaiah West. That time, linebacker Christian Allegro hauled him down.
Yeah, and Corey Walker had him by the legs, number 92.
So changes of personnel on both sides. Nate Roberts and Jelani Thurman, both tight ends, will come into the Ohio State huddle. 2nd and goal, Buckeyes of the Badger 2. Wisconsin with some defensive subs hustling in. I formation, Roberts and Donaldson behind quarterback Julian Sayin, who works under center Hinsman. Nobody out wide. Handoff. No, it's a fake handoff. Looking to throw into the end zone. Wide open, and it's caught by Kazmarek for a touchdown. A 2-yard pass play. Julian Sayin with a fake handoff. He hits tight end Will Kazmarek with his 2nd touchdown catch of the year. And the Buckeyes' lead is now grown to 26-0 over Wisconsin.
Boy, they bit really hard on that play. They all collapsed on the running back there. Julian Sayin pulls it, backs up to avoid the rush, and puts it out there for Will Kazmarek to make an easy catch and into the end zone.
That is the 3rd TD pass today for Julian Sayin and Will Kazmarek, his 4th career touchdown catch, combining his time at Ohio State and at Ohio University. PAT kick for Jaden Fielding is up, and it is good. And that makes it now 27-0 Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. Score perks on Game Day Essentials all season long at Giant Eagle. A reminder that Giant Eagle is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Timeout with a minute 15 left in the third quarter. 27-0. Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Paul Keels here for Window Nation. Columbus, now is the best time to replace your windows. Window Nation is offering 50% off all window styles, plus no payments for 2 whole years. That's right, no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest until 2027. They'll also throw in 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game if you replace all the windows in your home. Take advantage of big savings, plus 1-day installation with Window Nation, a proud partner of Ohio State Athletics. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com today.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis. The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
Alrighty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Buckeye fans, Andrew is an official sponsor of Ohio State athletics, whose mission is to transform U.S. military capabilities through advanced technologies. Julian Sand, 2-yard TD pass to Will Kazmarek, plus the point after, have given Ohio State a 27-0 lead at Wisconsin. Minute 15 left in the third quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 13 plays, 83 yards, 6:21 time of possessions. Down the sideline to Tyler Danberg.
That entire drive, Jim, a bunch of Wisconsin students migrated into one of the corners of the north end zone, and a lot of rambunctious male students have taken their shirts off. They're waving their red and white Badgers t-shirts all around. So there's a lot of open metal seats, but the students are still here.
They are still here. Oklahoma State students did that a few weeks ago as well. So I guess it's a boy-girl section up there.
We'll see.
Just like the old dances.
Yes, we'll see if after the jump around at the end of the third quarter, if they're still around. They are their shirts.
Yeah. Cade Giacomelli and Vinny Anthony back deep for Wisconsin to await Jaden Fielding's kickoff. And that kick will land into the end zone for a touchback. 27-0. Ohio State with the lead. Buckeyes trying to get what would be their 11th win in a row over the Badgers. We've got a little nastiness being separated, and it's calmed down.
I think T.J. Alford, the freshman linebacker, involved in that.
But nothing came of it.
Nope.
Of course, for those who don't know, Jump Around, performed by the House of Pain. What was it, back in the early 90s when that was big, Skip? You're the music master here. Between third and fourth quarter, they play that song here, and folks jump around, and the whole stadium shakes. The whole stadium shakes. Well, Wisconsin with the ball. Hunter Simmons has gone the distance at quarterback. He's got Cade Giacomelli behind him in a pistol formation. Simmons has thrown one interception today. Hands to Giacomelli, and he's hit and dropped by Jalen McClain, safety. Back at around the 26-yard line as McClain came in from the offense's left and the defensive right and stiffed that play out.
Well, down 27, they're still running the football.
Yeah, they are,
I
aren't
don't
they?
understand that, but
nope.
He knows his team better than I do.
2nd and 8, Wisconsin with the ball at their own 27-yard line. It may be a fear of ball being in the air. Wisconsin will send Jaden Ballard as a receiver out wide to the right. There's a bunch formation to the left. Now Vinny Anthony will motion left to right. As Hunter Simmons, a transfer from Southern Illinois, will get the snap, fake the handoff, back to throw. He looks around, rolls around, runs to his right at his 15, being chased. Throws while Caden Curry trips him up. Ball goes incomplete, out of bounds over the head of Vinny Anthony at the 40-yard line on the right side. Brings up a course and third down.
Yeah, and Caden Curry got there just in time. Right before he threw the football, was able to trip him up a little bit and kind of affected that pass down the field as it went out of bounds.
Yeah, no chance for Vinny Anthony to get it.
No.
So to be 3rd and 8, Wisconsin at their own 27-yard line.
Vinny Anthony was their leading receiver coming into the ball game with 24 catches. Just has 1 for 5 today.
That kept his streak going of 18 straight games with a catch. Senior from Louisville, Kentucky. 3rd and 8, Wisconsin at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback Hunter Simmons in the shotgun. Cade Giacomelli next to him at running back. Simmons to throw. Pressure coming. He gets picked up a bit, and then it's surrounded, and he is sacked. Ball came loose as the play ended at the 15-yard line. But a bunch of Buckeyes were back there to blow that play up. Caden Curry one, Jermaine Matthews another, Kenyatta Jackson another.
It's fourth down.
Looks like
as
Simmons
well
could
as
be
Edward
hurt.
Houston. Oh, boy. He gets up slowly. Now he's limping a little bit. Hunter Simmons, it'll be fourth down. College football season is Modelo season. If you're listening to this right now, it's time to reward your full-time fandom with a nice cold Modelo brewed for full-time Buckeye fans as the third quarter has come to an end here in Madison. Timeout with a 27-0 Ohio State lead over Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a champ or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Donato's Pep Duo Pizza is back, and it brought a pal. The Donato's Pep Duo, loaded with crispy pepperoni and 3 kinds of cheese. Now get a large Pep Duo pizza for just $14.99. Also back, Donato's deliciously dippable pepperoni cheese bread. Now on the $5 Pizza Pals menu for a limited time. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's, gotta love more.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Back in Madison, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. One final from earlier today in the Big Ten. Michigan with a home win over Washington 24-7. Games in progress. Fourth quarter, Northwestern 19, Purdue nothing. Third quarter, Indiana, they lead at home over Michigan State 28-10. Finals from earlier in the top 25, Vanderbilt over LSU 31-24. Georgia Tech defeats Duke 27-18. Oklahoma a winner at South Carolina 26-7. First quarter, Texas A&M a 7-3 lead at Arkansas. Third quarter, Ole Miss 35, ninth-ranked Georgia 26. Halftime, Arizona State leads at home over Texas Tech 9-7. And in the third, UAB 24, Memphis 14. Ohio State 27, Wisconsin nothing, as we jump around and head to the fourth with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Can you feel the earth move, Skip?
On my skin.
The whole place moving. A tradition here at Camp Randall Stadium, where they play jump around, and everybody, including players, but really the only players that we see jumping around, Jim, are the Ohio State players. The Wisconsin Badgers aren't having it right now.
No, they're not doing any jumping right now. Of course, they're facing a 4th and 19 and have to punt the football for the 7th time, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, trailing 27-0. Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, which is moving and shaking. The official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. Well, as they say, they put a glide in their stride and a dip in their hip, and they get on board the mothership and jump up and down and shake this place. It is a pretty neat tradition they got going.
Yep. They've started this, and it's been something that all these fans look for each and every week.
As well as the 5th quarter, where the band gets out and plays. Well, Wisconsin will have to punt. Now we'll see how quickly these folks get out of here. Trailing 27-0. Sean West is the punter, and he is at his 2-yard line to wait Nick Levy's snap. And the snap high, he jumps to get it, and he's going to take off running right side to the 15, to the 20. To the 25, and he's going to be tripped up. It's still going. Moves it to the 27 before he's finally pushed out of bounds by Bryce West. And Sean West, the punter, gets a first down on a run. I don't think that was intentional, Jim. That high snap just left him to where he found an avenue to run.
Riley Petterjohn had a chance to stop him around the 20-25 yard line, missed the tackle, And as you said, they pick up the first down.
So the drive, that's the best offense the Badgers have had all day. They've got it at their own 26-yard line. Sean West, a redshirt freshman from Mequon, Wisconsin, had his first punts of his career today, and he gets his first run of his career.
Special teams.
And Danny O'Neill is taken over at quarterback, a transfer from San Diego State, a sophomore.
First charge, team timeout, Wisconsin.
Who has played in 5 games. He's completed 70% of his passes.
Timeout on the field.
640 yards, 5 touchdowns, but 5 interceptions. Timeout with 14:22 to play fourth quarter. 27-0 Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey there, Buckeye fans. Kroger is teaming up with the Ohio State Buckeyes to tackle hunger. Kroger is challenging Buckeye Nation to help donate 1 million meals by Thanksgiving to neighbors in need. Together, we can help create communities free of hunger. All you have to do is round up at checkout now through November 23rd. Every dollar helps provide 10 meals. Visit your local Kroger for more details, and let's work together to end hunger.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota's got more all-wheel drive choices than anybody. Now through November 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Corolla gas models. Excludes GR and Corolla Cross. Or lease a gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $209 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. The team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye fans, drive into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change for an expert oil change done in about 15 minutes. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 14:22 to play fourth quarter in Madison. 27-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
When the first 4 notes of the horn break in 1992, House of Pain's song Jump Around blasted here at Camp Randall Stadium, everybody's eyes on the Ohio State sideline absolutely lit up. It turned into a party, everybody jumping up and down. Wisconsin native Carson Hinsman certainly was basking in it all. He was dancing with probably moves that he might tell you that he didn't know he had, but that just goes to show you the energy that's on the sideline right now.
Well, the Wisconsin sideline changes quarterbacks. Go to Danny O'Neill, who started a couple of games against Middle Tennessee and Alabama. He relieved the injured Billy Edwards earlier, but then he got banged up and left a couple of weeks ago in place of Hunter Simmons.
Ryan Day spent that whole fourth quarter, that little time out there, just staring at the iPad, looking over that fake punt. Had some words with a special team coach, Rob Keys.
So Wisconsin, because of the run by the punter, Sean West had the ball first and 10 at their own 36. Danny O'Neill will work under a center, Jake Renfro. Aker and Ituka behind him. O'Neill's going to turn to throw. Looks from his 28, shoots it up the right sideline, incomplete at the Ohio State 45. It was thrown for Mason, who was covered, the tight end, by corner Davison Igbinosun. Lance Mason was.
They were in the I formation. Haven't seen an I formation in a while. Fullback, tailback. Did some play action off that. Tried to catch Ohio State off guard and get a big play.
Danny O'Neill had 11 starts playing at San Diego State for Brady Hoke. 17 career TD passes, 2 career TD runs. 2nd and 10. Wisconsin to their own 36. O'Neill is in a shotgun now. Gideon Ituka to his right at tailback. And O'Neill hands it Ituka going up the middle, and he's going to be stopped at the 41 of Wisconsin by defensive end Kenyatta Jackson. Still a little ways to go to get a first down.
Nice gain, though. They ran it right through the middle of our defense. Was able to pick up some positive yards.
Brings up a course and 3rd down. Ituka, 7 carries, 30 yards coming into the game. A redshirt freshman from Gaithersburg, Maryland. 3rd and 5, Wisconsin at their own 41-yard line. Couple of receivers flanked out now, 3 of them to the left, with Kekahuna motioning from the right. Ituka in the backfield with O'Neal, who's in the shotgun to take the snap. And O'Neal takes off running straight ahead to his own 40, to the 45, and dropped by corner Davison Igbenosin at the 45. Depending on the spot, it'll either be a first down or a yard short. Now they're going to move the chains. First down.
Yep. Danny O'Neal, as you said, San Diego State. Costa Mesa, he's from Indianapolis. That's a long way from home.
Yep, Cathedral High School in Indianapolis. He had 98 TDs in high school, Jim. 98. Oof.
Of course, Julian Sains from Carlsbad. That's not far from San Diego.
No. 13 minutes to play, fourth quarter. 27-0 Ohio State leading. First and 10, Wisconsin with the ball at their own 46-yard line. Empty backfield for quarterback Danny O'Neal. Now Ituka motioning into the backfield, but O'Neal's going to throw, and he misses his receiver going up the left side. He threw that near the Ohio State 40 for Lance Mason. The pass went inside of Mason.
Yeah, he's not holding that ball. He's getting rid of it quick. A little bit too quick there. Didn't quite get the connection with his receiver down the field.
Dylan Jones, by the way, Skip Mossick showed us a picture that Dylan Jones is walking around on the sideline in a boot, so that took care of his day. Kekahuna and Brooks and Anthony wide left for Wisconsin. 2nd and 10. Badgers at their own 46. Giacomelli in the backfield with Danny O'Neal, the quarterback, who's going to take off running straight up the middle again. And Caden Curry, defensive lineman, will stop him at the 50. Brings up a course and third down for Wisconsin.
I don't know if I'd be exposing my third quarterback injured, or third quarterback. The other two have gotten injured through the course of the year by running the football, but do whatever it takes, I guess.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. It might be a fear of flight.
Yep.
3rd and 6. Wisconsin with the ball. It is placed between their own 49 and the 50.
Badgers 1 of 7 on third down conversions so far.
Jaden Ballard, Benny Anthony wide left. Hilton is wide right. Danny O'Neal and everybody moved early except the center to snap the ball. Flags and whistles.
Yeah, make it 3rd and 11.
Ball starts. Offense, everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
What'd we tell you?
You called it.
Yeah. So that'll back it up a little bit. 12 minutes, 12 seconds to play, fourth quarter. It is 27-0. Ohio State leading. The Buckeyes were up 17-0 at the half.
They haven't scored in a while.
Nope.
Wisconsin.
Eugene Hilton wide right. That's right. They were shut out last week.
Yep.
Wide to the left, Edwards and Ballard. The quarterback O'Neal, the front man in a pistol, Giacomelli behind him. O'Neal gets the snap, pivots, looks to throw. Now he takes off running, but he's grabbed and sacked at the 40 by defensive end Kenyatta Jackson. Downed him aggressively.
Second sack of the ball game. Caden Curry had one. Now Kenyatta Jackson picks up one. So Caden Curry's got 7 for the year. And Kenyatta Jackson's got 2.5.
And this defensive line group talked about how they were playing with a chip on their shoulder because everybody was talking about the defensive lineman who left after last year.
Exactly. Sack number 20 for Ohio State.
Now Sean West into punt. One would think this will be covered a little better.
Yeah.
Nick Levy to snap it for Wisconsin from their own 40-yard line. Chest high. West puts it in the air with the right foot. Brandon Ennis backing up for Ohio State. Backs up, makes the catch at his 5. Moving backward, slips. He keeps alive, though. Moves to the 10, 15, 20. And he's tripped up and stopped at about the 22-yard line. Jason Aker for Wisconsin makes that stop. Buckeye football brought to you in part by Athena Medicare Solutions. Guidance for the Medicare protection you need. Timeout with 11:07 left in the game. 27-0. Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a champ or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams, the agile, get it done teams, the achieve more together teams, and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
Learn more about Ohio State at osu.edu/impact.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Many apologies. Let's do this again and do it right. Buckeye Football is brought to you in part by Aetna Medicare Solutions. Guidance for the Medicare protection you need. Oh, my goodness. 11:07 to play fourth quarter in Madison. 27-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. Stay safe this season and make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Down on the field to Tyler Danberg.
Poor Kenyatta Jackson Jr. Yes, he did have that sack heading into the break, but he's been catching a lot of flack for his celebration. It's been like some variation of a clap, and his teammates are giving him a lot of flack for it. Now, on the other side, Julian Shane, Buckeyes quarterback, went up and down the sideline. He was high-fiving and handshaking his running backs, his tight ends, telling them and encouraging them to keep going heading into this drive.
Well, Sayan's thrown 3 touchdown passes today, 2 of them to Carnell Tate, the other to Will Kazmarek, and he still continues to operate the Ohio State offense.
Yeah, he's thrown for 349 yards. See if he can add to that.
1st and 10, Buckeyes with the ball at their own 23-yard line.
That's a career high.
I was guessing it was without even looking it up, Jim. Bo Jackson behind him, a tailback in a pistol formation.
347 against the Bobcats.
1st and 10. Ohio State at their own 23. Sayan gets the snap, pivots, looks from his 14 to throw, slings that up the right seam where it is caught. Jeremiah Smith weaves his way to the 49 where he is tackled at his own 49 by linebacker Cooper Catalano. That's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
And that'll tie a career high for Jeremiah Smith. 9 catches in the ball game.
For an injured player.
Yes, there is a Badger that is in a bad way, and that looks to be Ricardo Hallman, their senior cornerback from Miami, Florida.
Can't afford to lose him.
No, he led the nation in interceptions in 2003 with 7 of them. He now has a total of 9 for his career. When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where they've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. Timeout, 10:49 left in the fourth quarter. 27-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelight.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
10:49 to play fourth quarter here in Madison. It's 27-0 Ohio State leading Wisconsin. The Buckeyes are off next week. They'll host Penn State on November 1st. Stay tuned for this station for the airtime of our AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show. And no, we do not know what time it'll be. Don't call Skip Mossick. Don't text him. He doesn't know. Jim, you don't know either, do you? Nope. I don't know.
Nope.
DR doesn't know. Colin doesn't know. Tyler doesn't know.
I'm hoping for noon.
Yes.
But I don't know.
We have other people with inside our building hoping for 3:30. 10 TV salespeople.
Yeah,
So they're
CBS
hoping for-
affiliate.
Yes. But we do not know. It is very possible it might not be set until next weekend. The TV executives have the ability a couple different times a year to exercise 6-day windows. But that's what's next. Penn State with interim coach Terry Smith. They're playing at Iowa tonight, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
6 o'clock Central, 7 Eastern.
But Ohio State with a football 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, leading 27-0. Julian Sayin, who's thrown for 3 scores, continues at quarterback. He's got Bo Jackson, a tailback, off his right hip in a shotgun. Gives to Jackson, running straight ahead, and Jackson stopped at the Wisconsin 45-yard line by Cooper Catalano, freshman linebacker.
Buckeyes have had the ball for 27 minutes, 44 seconds. Wisconsin, 17 minutes, 16 seconds.
Phillip Bell will come in as wide receiver for Ohio State. We saw Quincy Porter with a couple of catches earlier. Mylan Graham got some reps earlier as well. 2nd and 5, Buckeyes at the Badger 46-yard line. Julian Sayin straight behind center Carson Hinsman. He's got tight end moving in motion. And the snap will come to Sayin. Hands it off now to Bo Jackson. Squirts through. Gets to about the Wisconsin 42-yard line before he is put on the ground. Wisconsin able to get that stop made by lineman Ben Barton.
3rd and 1, Ohio State's 3 of 9 on third down conversions. They came into the ball game at 54%, so they're below that number, what they've had for the season in this game.
They'll bring Isaiah West in at tailback for this 3rd and 1 at the Wisconsin 42. West will be off the left hip of Julian Sayin. Bennett Christian is wide to the left. Phillip Bell, one of 2 receivers to the right. Sayin gets the snap out of the gun, hands Isaiah West running right side. He'll get the first down and finally be stopped around the Wisconsin 37-yard line by linebacker Christian Allegro, but that'll move the chains.
Yeah, he's playing with that club in his left hand. Did a good job there, wrapping up with his right hand to take him down.
That was about first quarter when he got banged up, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, earlier in the game, you could see a couple fingers out. Now it's just a whole club. Everything's taped up.
An approved weapon in the game of football.
I liked the club when I had it when I broke my thumb.
I'll bet you did. As we near the 9-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Ohio State at the Wisconsin 36. Buckeyes milking a 27-0 lead. Quarterback Julian Sayin in a shotgun. He's got West in the backfield with him. And the give to Isaiah West, wiggling his way straight ahead, and he'll be dropped at the Wisconsin 30-yard line as he was able to elude a couple of defenders, but finally downing him, linebacker Mason Reiger. And this has just churned the clock.
Yeah, it has. Keeps ticking, and doesn't look like Wisconsin's in any hurry to make a difference in it right now, not trying to force the issue.
Yeah,
Buckeyes just controlling the line of scrimmage in the 4th quarter.
There was some criticism of them in their game in Michigan for leaving some timeouts on the table. 2nd and 3, Ohio State of the Wisconsin 29. Sayin to throw. Back at the 40 of Wisconsin, looks, now takes off running right side, still with the ball. He'll fire down the right sideline toward the end zone for Smith, and it's batted out of his hands in the end zone. Jeremiah Smith tried to make a play, but there to poke it away, cornerback Emilio Agard.
Again, Julian Sayin buying time with his feet there. Had a little leakage on the offensive line. He had to avoid the pocket or leave the pocket, roll out to his right, and almost connected with Jeremiah Smith. It would have been a heck of a play if that would have happened. But
Agard, a redshirt freshman from Philadelphia, where he was high school teammates with Kyle McCord and Marvin Harrison. 3rd and 3, Ohio State at the 29 of Wisconsin. For quarterback Julian Sayin. Gets the snap, Sayin. Screens to left side, James Peoples running back. Gets to the 30 of Wisconsin. To the 25 and tripped up and stopped around the 25-yard line. That stop made by outside linebacker Sebastian Cheeks, but James Peoples on that screen pass gets the first down.
Yep. 3rd and about 5. Finds a way to pick it up there on the edge. Just a quick pass from Julian Sayin to the left. Finds Peoples. Peoples does the rest. Makes a few guys avoid and picks up that first down.
With the ball marked at the 24 of Wisconsin. 7:38 and counting, 4th quarter.
The stats say end of game.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, they must feel that way. Handoff will go Isaiah West running straight ahead to the 19 of Wisconsin as he wedged between a couple of his blockers. But as Isaiah West was finally knocked down by linebacker Cooper Catalano, getting the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Just quit updating.
That's a state of affairs right here in Madison, Jim. as we near the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. It is 2nd and 5. Ohio State to the Wisconsin 19-yard line.
It says final. The game's over. We can quit.
Okay. West remains in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sand, who's in a shotgun. Carson Hinsman over the ball to snap it. Maybe a play call change now. Snap to Sand. Hands it off Isaiah West, sweeping left side to the Wisconsin 15 and taken down around the 13-yard line as he took that up the left side and finally was stopped by Akron native Daryl Peterson, outside linebacker.
Well, they score here, Skip. It's going to be hard to give a drive recap with no stats.
Make it up. Make it up. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. 6.5 and counting. It is 1st and 10, Ohio State to the Wisconsin 13-yard line. 27-0. Buckeyes on top. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate both break wide to the right. Tight ends Nate Roberts, Jelani Thurman on the left side of the line. Isaiah West in the backfield, and he'll get the give from Julian Sand going to the right side, but he's dropped at the 13 of Wisconsin, and he was not able to get away from the defender, and that is Allegro again. Cooper Catalano, the linebacker who had the stop.
Running some counter action there, pulling the backside guard. Got a bunch of down blocks on the right side. Just didn't get anybody blocked or anybody kicked out. Nowhere to run.
2nd and 10. Ohio State at the 13 of Wisconsin. This has been a time-evaporating drive. 5:44 and counting, fourth quarter. Julian Sand straight behind center Carson Hinsman. Gets the snap. Sand to pass. Looking, rolling on the right side of the Wisconsin 20. Sand fires into the end zone. Caught. Innes. Touchdown. Brandon Innes. As he was able to get that in the right corner of the end zone on a 13-yard pass play. The first TD of the year for Brandon Innes, junior from Hollywood, Florida. 33-0 Ohio State.
What a throw there again by Julian Sand. Getting out of the pocket, rolling to his right in full sprint. Sees Brandon Innes running across the back of the end zone and just puts it right on the money. Innes comes down with it and ends up with a TD.
For Brandon Innes, that is his 3rd career TD and his first since the go-ahead touchdown at Penn State last year.
Wow.
The officials may be waiting to see whether or not additional review needs to be implemented. All of these scoring plays are reviewed. And apparently they feel that is not necessary.
It's safe.
How about the 4th touchdown pass of the day for Julian Sand?
Yes.
So the PAT unit is on. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to put it down at the 12. And Jaden Fielding will look to knock it through the uprights for point number 34 on the day. The kick by Fielding is up, and his kick is good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timeout on the field, 5:31 to play fourth quarter in Madison. 34-0, Ohio State ahead of Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Spectrum is a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics, wherever Buckeye fans gather, from the shoe to living rooms and watch parties across the country. Spectrum brings the game to you. Every snap, every score, every Saturday. From the season opener to cold weather conference showdowns, from Big Ten battles to the game versus that team up north. This is more than football. It's tradition powered by Spectrum, connecting us all. Go Bucks!
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Ohio State fans, are you looking to score big with your home equity? Union Home Mortgage will help you unlock the value of your home and fund the promises you've made to yourself and your family. If you need to pay off debt, have home improvements, or whatever your family needs are, visit UHM.com and score financial freedom with Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Union Home Mortgage Corp. is an equal housing opportunity lender and MLS number 2229.
Listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Julian Sands' fourth touchdown pass of the day, a 13-yarder to Brandon Ennis, plus the point after, have given Ohio State a 34-0 lead here at Wisconsin with 5:31 left in the game. Time to spotlight today's Best in Game. Brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, who works hard to be the best in the game and is a proud sponsor and supports those striving to be the best in theirs.
Well, the defense is pitching a shutout right now. They've been incredible, but Julian saying career highs for yards. I got to think for attempts and completions. Just threw his fourth touchdown pass, first to Brandon Ennis. The Ohio State scoring drive, powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 13-yard touchdown, took 5:36 off the clock.
Down to Tyler on the field.
Pure relief, emotion for Brandon Ennis, his first touchdown catch this year. He went right over to the strength coach, Mickey Marotti, and let out a big scream of joy. He has not stopped smiling. Certainly a guy that has done a lot of little details to earn that score.
Yes, it was an impressive throw and catch. Throw by Julian Sand, catch by Brandon Ennis in the right corner of the end zone.
He's the captain.
Vinny Anthony, Cade Giacomelli back deep for Wisconsin to await the kick from Ohio State's Jaden Fielding. 34-0, Buckeyes on top, and that kick will land in the end zone. So it has been quite a day for the Buckeyes and another difficult day for the Badgers here at their home field.
And Ohio State will bring in some of their second-team guys on the defensive line. Jarquez Carter in at defensive tackle, Bo Atkinson, Zion Grady in at defensive ends. So they're starting to empty the bench a little bit. Edric Houston in at defensive tackle.
Danny O'Neal with his second series at quarterback for Wisconsin, replacing Hunter Simmons, who threw an interception earlier today. First and 10 Badgers from their own 25. Gideon Ituka is at tailback, but it's given on a fly sweep. Vinny Anthony running right side. He'll get to his own 35 before he is dragged out of bounds and taken out of bounds by linebacker Peyton Pierce. So Vinny Anthony, he gets up and he's limping a little bit after that run, but it's an impressive one that gives the Badgers a first down.
Yeah, gain of 11, so they will move the chains and get a fresh set of downs after that reverse run by Vinny Anthony. Good athlete. He'll have a chance to play on Sundays.
I would think so. 5:05 and counting, fourth quarter. Wisconsin first down at their own 36. Danny O'Neal, a sophomore from Indianapolis Cathedral High School. He's got Aker and Ituka behind him in an offset eye. O'Neal under center, gives it Ituka running straight ahead, and he's got room to his own 45 before he is stopped at his own 45-yard line by safety Fahim Delane of Ohio State, and that's going to give the Badgers enough room to get close to a first down.
Yeah, they're kind of beating up a little bit on the second team. It's 2 plays, gained about 20 yards against this Ohio State defense.
So 2nd and 1. Wisconsin with the ball at their own 45-yard line. Delane, a freshman from Olney, Maryland, making that tackle. So out of the huddle comes Wisconsin. They'll send 4 eligibles to the left. Single receiver comes wide to the right, Chris Brooks. Now quarterback O'Neal under center with Ituka behind him at tailback. O'Neal gets the snap, hands Ituka going over left guard to the 50, tripped up, and he's still stumbling to the Ohio State 37, where he is finally stopped by safety Leroy Roker, but Gideon Ituka broke through defenders to tear off a big gain.
This is their best drive of the ball game.
It is, with under 4 to play in the ball game. Ituka, a redshirt freshman from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Had 7 carries coming into this game today. He's had a few chances here because of the injury to Dylan Jones. And also they were without Darian Dupree, who got hurt last week. First and 10, Wisconsin at the Ohio State 38. Handoff Giacomelli. He goes over left guard and is knocked down at the Ohio State 29-yard line. Over there to help make the stop, lineman Edric Houston for the Buckeyes. Wisconsin sniffing at another possible first down.
Yeah, it's short, but they're getting it in bunches now. 8, 9, 10 yards at a time against this defense.
3:14 and counting, fourth quarter. 34-0, Ohio State leading. Wisconsin will send 2 wide. Hilton and Brooks to the left, but it's going to be a handoff. Giacomelli running up the left side, tackled at the 25 of Ohio State. Cade Giacomelli, and he is tackled by linebacker T.J. Alford.
Another first down for Wisconsin, and I think they might go hurry-up mode a little bit, but they're still huddling up.
Yeah, they sure are. Giacomelli had 1 rush for -4 yards against Ohio State 2 years ago in this stadium. And we're sneaking up on the 2-minute timeout here in the fourth quarter. First and 10, Wisconsin to the Ohio State 25-yard line.
A good time for a turnover.
There's been one already. Aker and Iacomelli offset eye. Give to Iacomelli running left side, and he's going to be piled up and stopped right at about the Ohio State 23 by defensive end Zion Grady.
TJ Alford, number 17 in the ball game. Peyton Pierce helped finish off on that tackle.
So to be 2nd and 8, Wisconsin with the ball at the Ohio State 23-yard line. A lot of the folks have left. Checking out the sights and sounds and smells of other parts of Wisconsin.
Yeah, you don't need that silent count anymore.
2-minute timeout being called. Timeout on the field here in Madison. 34-0 Ohio State leading Wisconsin. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health, like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There's no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
2 minutes to play, fourth quarter here at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It is 34-0. Ohio State leading Wisconsin. A reminder to stay with us after the game for the Encova Insurance postgame show. We'll hear from Coach Ryan Day and announce our postgame awards, including the IBEW Electric Play of the Game. And it has been all Ohio State. Buckeyes led 17-0 at halftime, and really have never looked back. Wisconsin is managing their best offensive work of the day on this current drive.
Matt Patricia and Ryan Day still coaching that defense hard here with 2 minutes to go and a 34-point lead.
No surprise there.
No.
As we mentioned, the Buckeyes with their second bye weekend next weekend. And then the schedule will have them hosting Penn State. They'll be at Purdue, home with UCLA, home with Rutgers, and then in Ann Arbor to take on Michigan.
Boy, once it starts, the season flies by.
It does. It sure does.
We've had beautiful weather every game so far.
Yes, and today started fantastic. Sunny and low to mid-70s. This time of year, they don't enjoy that too often here in this part of the country.
Yeah, both the end zones are pretty much cleared out.
Even the premium seats are somewhat thin.
Yeah, the east side is cleared out.
So 2nd and 8, Wisconsin with the ball at the 23 of Ohio State. Most of the students have matriculated to other studies.
Best drive of the game, they're missing it.
Yeah, they sure are.
For the home team.
Of course, Wisconsin the injuries have been a big part of it, but Ohio State's defense continues to play at an extremely high level. 2nd and 8, Badgers of the Buckeye 23. Danny O'Neill at quarterback, working under his center. And O'Neill's going to give Ituka moving to the right side. He'll move it up to the 20 of Ohio State before he is stopped by defensive end Bo Atkinson. This Ohio State defense, Jim, by the way, still has yet to allow a touchdown in the first half of a game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've given up 12 points, 4 field goals in that first half.
Of course, in 3rd and 4 for Wisconsin to the Ohio State 19-yard line. This very well could be back-to-back weekends that the Badgers are shut out at home. Danny O'Neill in a shotgun, the Wisconsin quarterback. And O'Neill hands to his tailback. It's a receiver who went fly sweeping from right to left. And that is where DeKel Crowdis gets taken out of bounds right near the first down flag. No, shy of it, excuse me, at the 20-yard line.
4th and 5. So, no question they're going to go for it here. And the ref ruled that he stayed in bounds, so the clock is still running.
Fahim Delane forced him out. So with less than a minute to play, 4th and 5, Wisconsin at the 20 of Ohio State.
Here it is.
Their supporters that are still here urging them to try and convert. The fans would like to see him avoid a shutout. Ohio State would like to protect it. 4th and 5, Badgers of the Buckeye 20. Danny O'Neal in a shotgun. Gideon Ituka tailback off his left hip. And O'Neal looking to throw. Sliding to his left, O'Neal. He's in trouble. Shovels it out. And the receiver is blown up. Yakimelli and knocked out of bounds by corner Aaron Scott. Right around the 24 of Ohio State. And the Buckeyes will take over on downs. Danny O'Neal found himself in a bad way. And Aaron Scott from Springfield High School makes that play to turn it over on downs.
Boy, what a play by Aaron Scott. He looked like he was shot out of a barrel after he broke on that. Danny O'Neal rolled out to his left, had some defensive line get some pressure, and flipped it off to
Kekahuna,
yeah.
I think I said Yakimelli. Excuse me, it was Tretch Kekahuna.
Kekahuna, and he paid for it.
Kekahuna got hurt last week.
Yeah.
And he was fortunate not to get hurt there. So the Ohio State offense with Lincoln Kienholz at quarterback will come out there and just grind out the final possession here. Fourth game of the year that Kienholz has played. He'll get under center, take the snap. And the junior from Pierce, South Dakota will take a knee. 30 seconds in counting. And Ryan Day is going to come to the middle of the field to shake hands with Luke Fickell. And Ohio State will leave Madison, Wisconsin with a 34-0 victory over the Wisconsin Badgers. That's the end of today's game. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams, the agile, get it done teams, the achieve more together teams, and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
Learn more about Ohio State at osu.edu/impact.
Stay tuned for the Encova Insurance Buckeye postgame show coming up. Brought to you by Encova Insurance, Bob Evans Farms, and by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, Encova's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. You can trust their team of agents to develop a strategy that's just right for you. And it's not just X's and O's. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Already prepping for next week's matchup? Get your best rest yet with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop Bob's and choose from pillows, soft, plush, dual feel, and extra firm mattresses with Bobopedic memory foam that will have you dreaming of game day in no time. So shop in-store or online to score the latest and affordable luxury mattresses without the luxury price tag. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Now back to the Encova Insurance Buckeye postgame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Fans, you can win a catered party for 20 during a Buckeye football away game this season, plus a behind-the-scenes tour of Ohio Stadium for 10 with the Giant Eagle tailgates and tour sweepstakes presented by Pringles, Cheez-It, and Coca-Cola. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/tailgates for your chance to win. 34-0 the final. Ohio State with a victory today here at Wisconsin. The Buckeyes' second shutout of the year, Jim. The defense continues to play some awfully strong football.
They were coming in the ball game, giving up less than a touchdown a game, 6.8 points per game, and that's going to go lower with this shutout. And that's the second shutout, as you mentioned. They shut out Grambling, but to do it against the Big Ten opponents, a little bit different. That's a great effort by the defense. Guys flying around making plays. Our defensive line, Kenyatta Jackson, Curry coming up with sacks. Sonny Styles picking up his first career, and just some good sure tackling and forcing a bunch of punts, 7 punts. Their best drive for Wisconsin came at the end of the game when Ohio State had the reserves in, but they were able to move the ball down the field, but Ohio State got the big stop on 4th down to turn them over on downs. Offensively, passing game was there. Julian Sane was on fire. Another outstanding game for the freshman quarterback. Of course, his 2 receivers, Jeremiah Smith, had a career day. I think he had 9+ receptions, which would be a career high for him. Carnell Tate all over the field. Brandon Ennis getting his first touchdown of the game. And then we saw a little bit of Isaiah West. He looked pretty impressive running the football there. Still got some work to do on that running game. They'll get a chance to dissect that, watch the film on that, and see how they can make some corrections so they can go out there and be a little bit more reliable over running game. Had some red zone problems. We got down there, had to settle some field goals, put 2 of them through the uprights.